than for yellow fever. You see that the elephants, their territory is much smaller, but the buildings that they occupy are taller in their territory. While the others had like at a max of like a 10-story building, most of these buildings are like 32.
Them some big buildings.
Yeah. And they're all densely packed together. And every single one, where the apartments meet, for like, the standard walkway, that's just open to the air, going all the way up. So at any floor, someone can peek out and look down to ground level.
I
Cool.
will.
Which you frequently see, as there's tons of gangers with rifles, RPGs, sniper. Some of them have sniper rifles the higher up they go, and they just sit there
That is
in their little breezeway,
mildly
looking over the
intimidating.
road. You definitely notice a few of them are tracking you with their snipers as you drive by.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, considering there's a bounty on them, it's understandable. Um,
You do see the faint. You do see the quite blatant spray paints of Thieves' Cant here and there as you're driving down and follow the directions.
yeah. How long does it take us to get to the Thieves Guild?
There's like an extra
Very
5
long
10 minutes.
time, I bet.
An extra 5 or 10 minutes. As you reach the place, there's just a massive sign written in blood.
That's subtle.
That's foreboding.
No. It's for the arena, is what it says.
Oh,
Written in common, it says Blood Arena. And there's some dead bodies thrown out front, which are rotting. You see some various animals and dogs eating the bodies. The stench is horrendous. Some Varen. You know what Varen are?
so is there a Thieves Guild office attached to the Blood Arena, or did the Thieves Guild signs just point to the Blood Arena?
It pointed to the Blood Arena.
So this is what the Thieves Guild is in this area. Doesn't seem very thievy, except for robbing people of their lives. Can we find the receptionist for the Blood?
As you walk through the door, in small Thieves' Cant, it tells you to go into the basement. As it points to the right, which is just a dark and disheveled hallway.
Yeah.
It goes
I
down
am-
sharply.
No matter how uncomfortable it is to fit in here, I am going to bring my suit in.
Well, I can respect that.
Yeah, your suit was designed to be able to fit into buildings.
It'll just be a bit cramped.
You can't turn around, but you can definitely fit down the hallways. Your torso can turn around, but your lower body, oh, never. Anyway, you're fine. You're fine. There's no impediment. You definitely hear the stairs crack and crumble as you're walking down them, but otherwise, all's right with the world. Other than the screams and begging from upstairs. And the cheers, and the deafening cheers of the crowds. Which slowly fade as you go down the stairs.
I mean, we found our next source of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is true.
So, in the basement downstairs, is the receptionist there, or is there anyone to speak to?
After going down about 15 flights of stairs, You find yourself face to face with a extremely well-armored door.
After that many flights of stairs, it better have a chocolate fountain down here.
A highly armored door with a tiny vision slit, which actually has like bulletproof glass over it. Slides open. What's the password? Everyone stares in silence.
Did we read a password on the way here?
No.
We followed the thieves' cant, as it was very obvious. We were not informed of a password.
Sullivan, do you have anything to say?
Not really.
Yeah, don't really have anything to comment on that.
Sullivan, you would know that you just show your thieves mark.
Yep. Well, his mark of an assassin, but yeah.
Well, they're just known as thieves marks, period. Their exact mark is irrelevant.
Okay. Yeah, I would show that.
That's more for mission boards. So, the man asks for the password. You don't know shit. Sullivan goes up and shows his mark on... Was it on your collarbone? I forget where it was.
It's on my right shoulder blade, I think.
So Sullivan takes off part of his suit and shows his right shoulder blade. He's like, alright. What of your friends?
They're with me.
Mm-hmm. The one in the suit causes trouble.
It bounces back to me, I understand.
And anyone you knew. Have a nice day. Vision slit closes, and then the concrete wall to your right opens up.
Okay. Here we go.
You also hear the de-cocking of a hammer from behind the door.
He can try and shoot me.
It's not going to work.
I think a 75mm cannon would definitely do something.
Oh, that might actually.
Considering the
Maybe.
door that you were talking to doesn't actually open, you could totally put something like that there.
45 flat resistance is good. Maybe they'd pen. I don't know.
No, they would pen. Vehicle weapons do crazy damage.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They do
That sounds like
100
something-
standard
That's
damage.
not like the kind of thing you'd find on fucking like a warship or something.
Yeah, each vehicle damage is 100 standard damage. So this thing is only doing a d6 plus 1 with 2 AP. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, just kind of stroll on in and see if we can find some work, I suppose.
You walk in, and there's quite a few various disheveled members here. And actually, a few people of the Purple Elephant down here. Drinking, having a good time.
Okay.
To remember not to bring my suit in next time.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Anyway, where's the...
Yeah, you struggle to get your suit through the concrete door.
Where's the mission board?
Was anyone left out to guard the buggy?
The undead.
You moved all of your random undead onto the buggy? Or just your one?
There's the one, and then there's all the other ones.
All the other ones are holding
Keep an
on to the flatbed still.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay, your one undead is just manning the grease guns.
Okay, now to find the mission board.
You push past all the bar patrons and find a really nice holographic job board. With a small chalk and cork board beside it.
Okay. I'll do an initial look for the kind of things I would do, and afterwards ask the party if there's anything they would want me to look for.
You find 3 missions to assassinate both of the upcoming candidates for mayor.
Huh.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a contract. Those are some contracts.
Yeah, there's one contract to kill the Conservative Party, and there's one to kill the Progressive Party. There's also a third one that doesn't pay that much to kill the third party, which doesn't have that many votes to begin with. They're the environmentalist group.
Okay.
How
I think
much
that
is it-
contract pays 500 credits. Not much.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
Not really
That's
enough to
not
risk your
worth
neck over.
That's not worth the bullet it would take.
So, how much is it to assassinate both parties?
The Conservative Party is running a 5,000 credit bounty.
Ooh.
The Progressive Party is running a 5,002 credit bounty.
Fuck. Are they mutually exclusive, or could you take them both?
There is no such restrictions on them.
Weren't there bounties for both of them anyways? Or did you mean the... Or did I misunderstand what you meant?
You probably misunderstood. I'm just saying that's the price of the bounty. I mean, the mission. The assassination mission is 5,000 and 5,002.
The true neutrality in politics. Getting paid to assassinate both party leaders. That is true neutrality. Okay, I might consider taking those, and I'll ask the party if there's anything they want me to look for.
There's also several missions for other planets away, but you can't quite reach those.
Yeah.
There is one for 2 cities over.
What's the pay?
It's a hit mission on 3 people
Okay.
for not paying protection money.
Okay.
They're slippery bastards and have gone underground. You know, to find them and kill them.
Okay.
How
What's
much?
the pay?
The pay is 1,500 apiece.
500 per person. The
4,500. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, definitely pay for hydrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is about 2 cities away, which would equate to about a week and a half travel.
we'll have to do that at a later date.
Yeah.
Well, you can't you can't accept it because it requires that you do this mission within 5 days. So, given your current mode of transportation, you wouldn't be able to get there.
Yeah. That's fair. We might be able to do the politicians, though. We are not touching the conservative. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Are you gonna unmute yourself so you can talk, Fuse?
More money for her place means more her things bought, means more scrap to be gotten.
We have no clue any of his policies. For all we know, he's performing Reaganomics and is actually a massive damper on the economy.
Oh, I know both could be a piece of shit that need to die.
One member is Igor Rigel. The other one is Brunon Feller.
Okay, and we have the decky here, so they can look those names up, so we can find out who the fuck they are and what their thing is.
Go walk in Google.
I will Google it.
I'll Google them.
Mhm.
Igor is for the Conservative Party,
Okay.
and Bruno is for the
What are their policies like?
Progressive. The Conservative Party is wanting to cut police spending. Cut police spending, open up the borders a little bit more, and to decriminalize carrying weapons. They wish to remove a lot of the weapon bans that are currently in place.
Ooh.
What's the progressive policies?
They want to increase police spending by more than double.
Woo!
Make immigrating into the city pretty difficult, and to ramp up the gun laws harshly. Some of them were outright banning carrying weapons at all for any citizen.
Okay, we
Unless
have a target.
Unless you are in the city on a travel visa, which meant you come from outside the city.
We have a target.
That would allow you to have your weapons, but not to openly carry them.
It sounds like a strange amalgamation of current conservative, the progressive parties.
I've had these notes down for years, my man. I
I
finally gotten to use them.
Yeah,
Alright.
we probably have our target considering the type of work we're doing.
The progressive one also wants to ban any large caliber weapons, so anything mounted on vehicles are also outright banned and will be left outside the city.
Yeah, okay, we have our target.
Only the police are allowed to have such things.
Now Gon wants to kill him just for that big
Gon
one.
would probably do.
Yeah, so we have our targets.
Well, yeah, I think it's pretty well fucking unanimous. The progressive is getting the bullet.
Yeah, I understand why it's 2 credits more now.
2 extra credits. 2 whole credits well spent.
Yeah.
The environmentalist person who's also running but not getting anything, is Witold de Zyke.
Okay.
What are his policies?
He actually, he is not worried about anything that his competitors are worrying about. He wants to leave everything as is. He wants to put more restrictions on the fishing and the manufacturers. He's specifically denoting the arms and steel factories that are in the city.
Let's just kill them both and let the Green Party win.
He wishes to regulate how much fishermen can bring in and tax them heavily if they bring in too much.
Yeah, let's just let the Green Party win, because honestly, the city's laws right now are much more reasonable. Because if they reduce police spending by half, and gangs are already taking over the city,
Yeah, no. That's a problem.
That would also reduce people's the criminality for carrying guns. So any random civilian could be openly carrying whatever weapon they fucking want.
Yeah.
yeah. But the issue is
Okay,
there
the
wouldn't
dog's
be
going ballistic. I'm gonna have to
Exactly.
not the dishes, the groceries. AFK.
Yeah, the city would turn into a fucking war zone because the gangs would actually be able to touch each other. So I think just assassinating them both and going with the Green
They're
Party
already
is-
touching each other. You saw how the Elephant Gang got into Yellow Fever somehow and started doing drive-bys.
Yeah, so I think we should just
Assassinate
not.
both.
Yeah, I think we should just not allow them to, spread. I think assassinating both would be good.
Okay.
Besides, the place is only one ocean. They can't spend all of the resources.
True. Shall we get started?
Legitimate negativity going to fight the party on this. However, he does state that he may not participate in the actual assassinations. He'll just be working on other projects.
Fuse is not one for wet work, apparently. Even though he's military trained.
What's your issue with the Fuse?
Who?
Fuse.
My issue is that I had a different understanding of the word conservative. These people apparently have tossed that in the dumpster.
Oh, because it is conservative. It's likely that before the gangs became an issue, they had less laws, they had less police spending, and so they're reactionary and conserving what they were like before. They're still the conservative party. It's just different from how we are.
It's local conservative, not galactic conservative.
Yeah. I mean, even now, our current conservative party is not conservative.
A two-party system will split this nation. And it has.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The only reason he'd be convinced to come along is to gather the scrap and fix whatever weapon gets broken. Other than that, he'll act like he doesn't know you if anything goes south.
If anything goes wrong, I don't know you.
Yeah. I mean, I bet there'll be plenty of scrap and plenty of weapons and electronics to tinker with from their bodyguards.
But Felix, since you are a mercenary, you can actually look at mercenary missions in the area as well.
Oh, cool. And what mercenary missions are there for us?
There's a mercenary mission to guard the leader of the Green Party.
Well, I guess I know what we're doing. We guard the leader of the Green Party while simultaneously assassinating the other parties.
The other two. Yeah, he's paying, I think it is 400 credits a day to be guarded during his regular... Okay, his regular and often impromptu speeches.
So, Fuse and I can guard him. Because I think the Green Party is the literal only actual conservative, or only modern conservative. So Fuse...
Fuse gets close to Fallen and whispers, "Oh, you know that hand thing you were offering earlier? Yeah, I think the green guy deserves that protection."
Yeah, so all the people who do not want to or cannot act in an assassination mission should probably guard the green person, and we can just get paid for it.
It can help with assassination.
As frickin' Scully tries to go do something, gets counter-sniped, and is just dead with no one knowing.
I personally don't believe I can participate in the assassination.
You're not suited for that. You're in a massive-ass fucking mech suit.
Yeah.
Easily distinguishable and picked out of a crowd.
Yeah, I'm in no way suited
Sorry
for
about that.
So, we've decided on our jobs. So, the Green Party is paying 400 creds a day to guard them. So, Fuse and I are going to guard the Green Party, and then you and the others who want to participate in the assassination will go assassinate the other party members.
Okay.
You do get a message from Gone and Jonathan asking about the trucker that you promised to guard for 2 days.
Pay him 17 dong.
Cancel the contract.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just get a thumbs up.
I would like to inform Gone of the assassination of the guy who's trying to ban guns.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you get a napalm emoji back.
Or a flame emoji, that'd be more accurate.
Yeah.
He likes using napalm a lot, so I'm gonna say napalm. Napalm. Yep.
Wonderful.
If we want, I could send my undead to help protect the one guy.
That might not look very good.
I think, honestly, me as a mercenary in a suit of mech armor is,
Yes,
I
you have
think so.
super armor.
Yeah,
Just place yourself
that,
between
that
them.
alone is a hell of a deterrent.
yeah. It's not very often you see fucking
The hippie party with shit like that on their side.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you see
because they
other
don't get
mercenary
cornered.
groups scoff at the offer and walk away.
Yeah, fucking um
I will say, if you do accept this and you show up, that Green Party member is getting one hell of a deal.
Oh fuck yeah!
yeah. I actually am gonna accept that because
Yeah.
both Hughes and I are not suited for assassinations and
No, you are not.
yeah, I'm
Neither's
definitely
Ina.
I hear
Kind
Blue
of.
Jays. I hear Blue Jays.
think-
Birds are stalking Sullivan.
God damn it!
You hear them.
Do
You
they-
hear them.
do
You
they
hear them
like
cawing
me?
at you from the rafters.
Yeah.
Ina is still more
Thanks
suited.
for this.
Mute yourself.
He's getting out bread to throw at the
I just had
bird.
2 bags of chips thrown at me.
Throwing bread at the birds.
No, the birds have some kind of obsession with me.
It's gonna turn into an actual like
Hell, I'm not. I wouldn't surprise me if I end up getting a bird as a fucking familiar at some point.
You're gonna turn into a fucking schizophrenic thinking you're being gang stalked by birds.
He kind of is, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're down here, several stories down, underground in a locked room. You turn around. You recognize that owl? That was the same owl in your car from about 5 days ago. You recognize it by its distinctive red dots on its face
Alright,
as it
so
stares at you into your
Have
soul.
have we decided on the jobs we're taking? We're gonna take the assassinate everybody but the Green Party, while protecting the Green Party.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna go down and meet with the Green Party. The rest of y'all can start planning the assassination.
Mhm.
Anyone who believes themselves unsuitable for the assassination, come with me.
Mhm. We're probably going to do the progressive one first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
Because the progressive one going down first will probably make the conservative one more confident, so they're more likely to show up in a public area, make getting them easier.
Yeah, they make their victory speech and then catch a bullet to the head.
Pretty much, yeah.
Caught a bullet. In actuality, each of these men are top-level monks and actually catch the bullet. Oh no.
Fallen? Have you fallen to the Green Party?
Actually, do you want to come along
Give me a
and turn the Green Party into an immortal person?
I could do that, and then I can also assassinate too.
Yeah, we can meet up with the Green Party and because I need to be driven over there anyways. So yeah. Let's go with the Green Party.
The Green Party's just the one leader.
He only has a 500 cred bounty on his head, so I don't think anyone's gonna try and kill him. But just in case.
Okay.
It's 400 creds a day to guard him, so either way, it's good pay.
Did anybody try to rob our stuff while we're in the Thieves Guild?
Yeah, is there radio
no.
anything?
I will say, this Thieves Guild actually has a thriving black market if y'all wish to visit that. Full of highly illegal weaponry.
I shall inform Gon of this.
Yeah.
You'll
So
probably
did
ask for a
anybody-
bunch of very specific and very volatile chemicals. I imagine
Did
you
anybody
instantly
try
get a grocery
to?
list.
Steal from us?
No. Most of the gangsters just stared at him intently, as your undead just kept rotating on the grease gun.
That's gotta be intimidating.
Does the speed like gradually increase, and when we come up, he's like spinning like a top, or?
No, it's merry-go-round speed. As you see this creature sitting in the turret ring with his dual belt-fed grease guns slowly rotating.
He is intelligent. That one is, at least.
That one's intelligent. Looks over.
Relatively.
Yeah. So,
So it's a dog.
shall we meet up with the Green Party?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the flatbed, head on over to the Green Party.
Oh yeah, that's right. Y'all took the flatbed, not the buggy.
Yeah. I think.
Anyway. Oh yeah, you had to, or else his suit wouldn't have been here. He would have had to walk the whole way.
And I'm not wearing a suit to the fucking ganger territory.
That's true.
Quite a few gangers wave at you as you go by.
I wave back.
So, what's gonna happen?
You get a ping from the Green Party acknowledging your acceptance as bodyguard. They wish to have a full detail of what you're bringing to guard this man, and how many people.
So,
And you'll be given the location of his next speech about 5 hours in advance. So you can get there.
I will give them the specifications of my suit.
And agree to the face meeting, so just so Fallen can shake his hand, nothing strange about that.
I'll give them the specs of my suit, the specs of Fuse, and state that we will be joined by a few others for our first meeting.
Yes, they'll tell you that your first meeting will be during his next speech. His next rally. There we go. That's a word. Your meeting will be during his next rally. You'll be told where it is 5 hours in advance, and you can talk. You can meet and talk with him 1 hour before he talks.
Oh, I just had an idea of how to carry out one of the assassinations.
I would like to offer my services as for the same pay, just 24/7, because I have nothing better to do during the time.
I have nothing better to do.
Are we able to meet him before his speech?
Yeah.
Oh, I just had a horrible and evil idea of how to carry out one of the assassinations.
What?
To summon Shadow, get my knife, and send it after one of them.
That will be fun.
Or I could do something less conspicuous. I could just spawn a spectral hand and slowly drain the life force out of them.
I don't have something like that.
I do.
Like, there's
He does.
basically Eldritch, it's Eldritch Shadow creature coming out of fucking nowhere with a vicious knife and just stabbing the shit out of the guy. That would be that would send a fucking message.
It'll give me an hour and then I could create a shadow.
Either way, I would like to offer for the same pay.
You do get a message back saying they will consider your offer.
All right.
But yes, you'll be getting paid per day that you were there to guard him, which is during his rallies.
Mm-hmm.
Which the election isn't for another month, so.
That's good.
Are we able to meet him first? At all?
They said they will consider it, and they will consider it. But as it stands, it'll be at his next rally.
Yeah, I send them basically all my info as a mercenary. You know, fucking officer, carrying mech armor, all that. So, you know, I
Yeah.
appear fairly trustworthy.
Very tempting offer too. I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, mercenaries are one of the few classes from the Thieves Guild that are actually trusted. I wonder why.
Because if you fucking betray the person you got a contract for, you're not getting a contract again.
Yeah.
No, you can.
It's just very difficult to.
Thieves Guild doesn't give a damn. Sometimes.
Your contract holder will.
As long as you don't sell out the Thieves Guild, you're in the clear.
Yep.
Yeah.
How you perform your work is up to you. The Thieves Guild does not care about your own discretion.
Mm-hmm.
Although if what you do impacts them, then they'll care.
Then it's their problem.
Yeah.
It's not their problem until it's their problem.
Till you make it their problem.
Yeah. So,
Your request has been noted, and that ends the conversation effectively.
ready.
They tell you that his next thing will be in 2 days.
Okay. No.
You'll get your first 500 credit paycheck on the day. Or if they do decide to accept your offer, they may downgrade your pay.
They may downgrade my pay.
Well, if you're there every day for the next 2 months, that's a lot of money.
That is true.
They only want you there for during the rallies, which is why it's per day.
If I get upgraded to being they're just there being paid every day, I'm fully expecting for the pay to be slightly down.
A pay reduction, yeah, that'd be understandable.
Of half.
reasonable.
Not a lot though. Over the course of
Yeah.
nearly 30 days.
Yeah, it would be quite expensive, but also there's pretty much a guarantee that he won't die.
Yeah. And when that does end up killing him, is gonna have a bad time getting away.
I don't know. If you were to kill him, doing your standard method of being far as fuck, this man can't do anything.
Having access to invisibility, but yeah.
This man can't do anything against that.
That's true, and neither can the other politicians. I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty difficult to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
A random
Especially
sniper from somewhere and at least 1,000 feet away.
Yeah, especially one that is literally invisible.
Well, not
Good
every...
luck finding that.
You still appear on thermals, dumbass.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully expected that too, Fuse.
What?
I mean, Fuse could probably deal with a longer ranged person.
Not
They
really.
could, probably. Maybe.
Sorry, not many weapons have the extreme range category.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I need my railgun.
Is the other guy in here right now? No, he left.
Morty? Yeah. Oh, were you gonna introduce him?
Yes, I was gonna introduce him in the Thieves Guild because he's also a mercenary.
Alright, I'm gonna add him real quick.
Ping.
Give me 2 seconds.
Ping the iceberg.
Oh, he actually left. It wasn't a ping.
Eh?
I'm gonna ping him, leaves the chat. That's not a ping.
Yeah, that's not.
He found a way to escape.
Oh no. Panicked! He's escaped. They're in the vents!
There we go. I've pinged them an off topic.
I called him and got his attention, so he knows now.
I pinged him in off topic as well.
He knows, the knows.
Now we just need to wait for the Articuno to show up. Because that is what their profile picture is, an Articuno.
Yes.
Yes, we know.
Hope you got your great balls ready, Daboom. I think we can still do preparation as we wait for the thing to arrive.
Yeah. Welcome, Morte.
Hey, yeah, my bad. My friend called me.
Ah, well, it's better than letting anything distract you.
I am to be introduced.
Yes. As the lot of you are leaving the Thieves Guild, you see a man with an LMG saying, "Looking for crew."
Yeah.
Looking for a party? Looking for a party? I charge very cheap.
I am very cheapo.
Fuse looks at this man, looks back at
And
where Jonathan is.
Just handed a beer.
Sorry, I don't drink.
Fuck, that's not bad.
I don't trust that space whatever ale whatever.
Ryan Ginger, actually.
Yeah, found worms last time I tried to drink some random stuff.
Well,
But it was the jungle. But hello, kind sir. But no, I will refuse the invitation. Not out of to be mean.
very interesting. Would you be interested in joining us for some political assassinations?
Assassination. Oh well, if it pays well. I mean, work is work.
2 targets total to just over 10k.
I'm not per se very stealthy.
Great, you're on guard duty with Mr. Wall of Steel.
If you can tell by the big gun and big revolver, I'm not what you typically would consider a quiet person.
If you consider that a big revolver.
I mean, don't worry. We have 2 in our group that could probably take care of it anyway.
Everyone's always in favor of homebrewing monsters. but put Strahd's brain in a body of a Tarrasque. Suddenly you've gone too far.
To be fair, yes.
Yes, I am. Technically, I used to be a human, but my father was a weird man. He banged a tiger lady. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I come from the planet Serenum. It's mostly jungle, as you can tell by my appearance. I'm not good at climbing though. But yes, if you would graciously acknowledge me into your group, I would appreciate that. I don't know about assassination, but I'm good at keeping people away.
We have 2 jobs open right now. We are protecting the Green Party and assassinating the Progressive and Conservative Party.
I can protect.
Wonderful. You'll be joining me then.
If you need me to shred a group of people, I think I have enough ammo for it.
Yeah, he holds out his gigantic hand to shake yours.
Yes, I show you my equally big paw hands at you as well.
I am mech suit, 10 feet.
Oh, I'm like 6 feet. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
His hands are also quite large.
Huh.
Okay.
I am Felix.
Wow, not to be mean to the one that we already have, you definitely seem a lot more cognizant, so welcome to the team. If you didn't want to sit around, you could have gone with Goen. I don't care how loud he gets when he goes after the Progressive one.
Hello, Mr. Felix, and everybody else I presume is with you.
And these assassinations have no requirement to be quiet if you would rather do that.
I mean, whatever anybody feels okay with, I suppose.
Scully will have our lovely lady here assisting him. Goen will have the other, for one, going after the progressive, while our professional takes care of the broken. Or at least that's our rough idea. For now, we're just meeting with the green one if possible.
Oh shit, it's not just rye and ginger. It's rye and ginger infused with green tea.
Panic.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's a bottle of booze I was handed. A small bottle of, like a 33 milliliter bottle of booze I was handed. It's actually pretty good.
From
People will really enjoy your company.
from
You're talking
prior.
to someone else and they come giving you stuff like this.
I'm not talking in game battle. I'm talking in real life. This is actually really good.
Yeah, that's
Why
what
not
I'm
both?
saying, man. You're talking to us, and yet at the same time you're still being given.
Amazing. Welcome aboard, new member of the mercenary crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prop your LMG on the side of the motorcycle and we'll head off.
I'll prop it there.
Yep.
Or I could do the Rambo thing where I just hold it all the time. Doesn't matter where I'm at.
Well, you're currently seated in the motorcycle as it's the only seat available.
Yeah, I'll sit there. It was the only seat available.
Yes. At about a 45-degree angle hanging off the back of the flatbed. And in front of you is a massive mech, who is ratchet strapped down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it in awe, since this kind of technology has never been presented to me before.
Yeah.
Not in the jungle, at least.
I'll describe the G24 command platform.
If you haven't noticed by the my specific weapon, the M60, the fact that I'm a tiger and I live in the jungle,
You're a Rambo, babe.
it is a
It's
Heck.
Rambo type stuff.
yeah.
You probably thought
So the stream
Ta-ta.
restarted earlier.
Welcome to Vietnam.
That's basically it.
The G24, basically 2 wrist-mounted laser guns, ebon black armor with silver etchings of both his rank, which he is a commanding officer, and his mercenary guild, which was the Aproki Hounds.
I just imagine this recording is absolutely fucked.
Yeah,
Probably.
all
but at
required.
least we're having fun.
Yeah.
I sure hope so. Fallen sounds like she's dying of boredom.
Rar.
Yep.
She just wants to turn things to undead.
Well, there's a pile of corpses. Stop it.
I know. I'm gonna have the zombies collect those.
I mean,
Wonderful.
if we're
Slap them on top of the vehicle.
The gangers definitely look at you weirdly.
bored, we can always just go shoot up the yellow fever.
I
That's
know,
all
if I show them if I'm a necromancer, would that scare them?
It
I'm
might,
surprised you don't scare most
it
people.
might make them shoot you.
Let's not show off our magical prowess to the gangsters. Something tells me that it won't end well.
All they see is for collecting the bodies. They make good meat shields.
You managed to fit about 10 on top of the flatbed before you worry about them sliding off.
Nice.
Well,
On that same note, Felix, there's a few bodies stacked around your feet. On your suit. You're used to hold them up.
I will.
Since the last ratchet
wow,
strap
right.
is used to hold you down.
Yeah, I will allow this for now.
The rotting corpses on your tent that you all sleep on. In.
It's a good thing he's in a suit that's in a mech that makes it very hard to see his face. Otherwise, they'd be treated to a twitching eye.
Yeah, pretty much.
Time to steal the bodies of the rotting dead. Let's go. Some of them a lot worse off than others. Like some of them fell apart as they were picked
Alright, I
up.
think I've swept it enough for you. Are you looking for the bucket?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ooh goal. The
I do not
It's
like that.
Woogle, not a Woogle.
uh
You say a Woogle one more time, I'm gonna fucking hit you.
so I'm gonna woogle the other politicians and their typical rally times.
Both of the main politicians of the two competing parties tend to go somewhere around early in the morning.
Are there any currently scheduled rallies for them?
Not publicly known. They're feared of assassinations.
You gotta make sure the water is hot or warm.
I suppose we just have to sit around and wait for the rallies to become evident.
The rallies are often scheduled maybe a few days in advance, 2 or 3. And then the exact location is divulged later. Upwards of 6 hours in advance.
May I contact my info broker?
You've reached out to them, but you haven't heard back yet.
Yeah. Alright. Well, while we're waiting around, I will...
You also
just,
reached out to them while you were in the black market, because you can access the dark web there, and it makes it a lot easier to contact the fucker. So you definitely sent out a feeler his way, and you hope to hear from him at some point.
So, we could go to the black market for a bit, with the whole party in tow now, and get on the dark web and see if we can figure out any known locations of the politicians.
Hey, what are you getting on there? Is what Fuse asks curiously. Okay, where are you starting from?
Okay, so everyone left the Thieves Guild, hopped on the flatbed, and now you're going back?
Well, we had to pick up the rest of the party.
The rest of the party were in a buggy. They could have come over here on their own.
That's also true.
Finish is
So
loading
where-
up.
how best
Okay,
do you
let's
wanna
go.
meet?
Other party arrives. Okay, we're here. Okay, unload everything.
Do you
I'm
think you want
gonna...
each or a bit of this?
It's supposed to be.
Also, while you were down there, you got wind of a cargo elevator to lower shit down in the Thieves Guild.
Oh, so I can take the cargo elevator in my mech suit.
And the flatbed and the buggy.
More importantly, my mech suit.
Yes, everyone can just drive into this fairly disheveled and well-hidden cargo elevator.
Awesome.
Yep, that's how you do it.
A concrete wall slides open and was otherwise invisible until you came up to it.
Yeah, and then we can just do some research to see if we can find out about the politicians. I'll roll my well-informed stuff, and y'all can do your own research. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Wonderful.
I would like to know more about the job, other than we're gonna protect somebody.
Okay, so
Protecting a member of the Green Party.
we're protecting the leader of the Green Party, who's currently in the vying to be elected.
For city mayoral status.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And his policy plan is to just leave everything as it is, but make it so that the single...
Kneecap the fucking
ocean.
factories.
Yeah. They're just going to make it more difficult so that the only ocean and only source of water on the planet is not overutilized.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
The Conservative Party is cutting...
The real world progressives.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of back home. People
Real
cut
world
too many trees.
progressives. Real world progressives aren't even trying to fucking cut waste spending. They're worse. this
Defund
world,
the
yeah.
entirety.
Oh,
Has there been any cases before of him getting almost got?
That's what we're trying to find out.
You easily find that on the web.
Yes or no?
Yeah, both major candidates have attempted to be assassinated before.
What were the methods?
Previously, like, both these people have served as mayor before, and the active mayor has served his terms and is stepping out. So these are both two new candidates.
Okay.
But both of these candidates have ran before and didn't get in. The previous mayor has beaten them. But he's run his terms. He gets 5 terms, and this is his last one.
Yes. And how have their attempted assassinations gone previously?
The first few were fairly low end. Someone tried to attack him with a knife while they were out during day-to-day life. A few times was a man in a crowd with a pistol or a rifle who shot him during a rally. The last 2 times, someone tried to get him with a mid-range rifle. They would later figure out to be part of one of the gangs that are no longer with us anymore.
Oh, not surprising.
Yeah, they wore green. They were called the Mantises.
Huh.
Yep, they were promptly exterminated.
Right, well...
Some say they devolved to be part of the yellow fever instead.
Yellow fever.
Yeah, so there's 2 gangs currently. They control parts of the city. The Elephants, which we like because the Thieves Guild are in there, part of the city. And the Yellow Fever, which we don't like because they're
So-
the elephants. They're the enemies of the elephants.
So elephants, friends, yellow fever, kill.
So we also get 2
Very good.
credits per Yellow Fever member we kill.
As long as you collect something of their body to return to the police station.
Yeah.
So we're gonna scalp people essentially.
Well, it's a left something. It's either left ear or left hand.
Scalping. I hear you.
If you want to scalp them, go right ahead, but you won't get anything for it.
Dang.
I mean, you can scalp them and just include the left ear in the scalp.
From ear to head.
Well,
There we go.
I mean, we could always cut them in half and just take the left half.
The head work. With the head work.
That's a little too gory for a police station.
Ugh. Yeah, so we just collect the left ears of Yellow Fever, and we can do that in our downtime when we're not actively doing anything. We just murder them when we have no leads.
Yep. You'd have to keep track of ammo and maybe ask for additional ammunition from them.
But yes, the last 2 assassinations against each of them were with mid to long range rifles, and they were preemptively stopped via counter snipers.
Counter snipers. Alright.
So I may actually have to take advantage of my invisibility for that.
Although one of them, the member of the Conservative Party, was actually hit. He was protected by advanced technologies, and that's all that was said. And was able to survive by just merely getting shot in the shoulder.
So if you shot him in the head with a particularly high-powered rifle, you might be able to kill him.
Yep. Unfortunately for them, I double tap.
Yeah. Make it quadruple tap against him.
Oh, I'm going to dump almost an entire mag into each of those fuckers to make sure they go down.
Yeah, it's 5,000 creds.
It is stated, as you're going through, you get various news clippings of the Progressive Party about how he's more transhumanist. He has several cybernetic augmentations.
So
other than his bionic left arm, the others are non-visible.
Okay.
So probably a retina implant.
Might want to have the mage go after that, because I'm pretty sure magic fucks with tech, right? To a degree?
Magic has very little effect on tech.
Huh.
That'd be amazing. An EMP wizard.
Lightning.
I mean, like, if we want, we could make a coordinated assassination with having someone closer and inside the rally detonate an EMP,
Yeah.
and then the sniper takes the shots.
Yeah, and we have
After-
someone who could probably make an EMP too in our party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd want to do it in a coordinated fashion where we
Yeah.
coordinate the detonation of an EMP to disable any defenses they might have.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
And
I
they-
take the shot.
yeah,
I will
EMP
say
would-
most military items are hardened against EMPs because they're so easy to make.
Yeah.
True.
But we can
Although
try
most
anyway.
prosthetics are not.
We can try anyways.
Yeah.
I doubt that politicians' augments will be that hardened.
Optical ones are, because you need those to see. So are leg augmentations. Arms, not so much.
We
I
could
got a few of those.
we could definitely do a 3-point strike where we have a electronic attack first, knock out any electronics we can with an EMP, then go with collateral damage approach and blow up any remaining defenses they have with Gone's
I know
expertise.
Gone could definitely tell you that depending on the size of the EMP you want, you need quite the large explosion.
If it's inside the crowd, close to them, it shouldn't be too bad.
Again, how close can you get? Because if he's outside of 100 feet, you need quite the large explosion, which can actually hurt people nearby.
I could probably give a invisibility scroll to the EMP person.
If you want an EMP
closer.
to affect a city block, you need it would blow up a car. To do multiple city blocks, it would probably take out a city block. To do a city would also take out a little more than a city block.
We could also, with Fallen's help, do the suicide bombing approach with the zombies.
That is true.
Strapping some of Gone's explosives to zombies and running them into the crowd to take out defenses would.
C4 zombies are definitely an option. I imagine
I
Gon
know
would
that's
approve of
something-
this.
I highly doubt that's something they would be prepared to deal with.
So that, combined with you sniping, would likely, as a 3-pronged attack, EMP, C4 zombies, snipe the politician. I'm saying that's a good plan.
It's like one of the best plans I've ever heard.
Yeah. Take them out in the chaos.
There's a reason I'm the better commander.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to make sure Commander watches this now.
Well,
Yeah. Just for this segment alone.
well, what I could always do is create a special type of undead that could sneak in the shadows and kill both of them.
Yeah. Or I could also just use my
And that's why
my shadow the shadow spirit I
partnered up with our their
give it
Scully.
my knife and then have it go to town on one of the fuckers too.
I think having multiple methods of them dying in the assassination plan is the best thing.
Yeah.
Because if we have all of that,
Yeah.
and then on top
Go
of
for the
that,
shot.
we
If,
have-
on top, if even after all this shit they manage to survive, send in the shadow to shank the bitch.
yeah, there's only so many lives politicians have.
Yeah.
They're all cats.
They're kind of like cats, yeah. Unless
Yeah,
they're JFK, in which case, no, they're not.
Too soon.
It's never too
Eventually politicians will die. We just have to have a lot of methods of killing them. So the C4 zombies
Kill like
could kill
overkill.
the C4 zombies could kill them. An entire mag of 50 cal dumped into them. That'll kill them. We just need to have thing
Not
after
50,
thing after
it's-
thing.
It's 270.
I could empty 100 rounds into him.
Yeah, we could also use the MG.
I highly doubt you'd be able to get that through unless you're a god at stealth.
No, I mean I just mow anybody in the way.
Yeah, he runs in.
The no Russian approach. Okay.
He just waits until the C4 zombies go off, run in.
With the
Madly
civilians running
spraying.
off.
Yeah.
Well, Just so you know,
Have
this
some
is-
zombies that look relatively normal stationed at possible exit points to prevent fleeing. Box them in.
I mean, there is high undead. If possibly you can make them, which with some intelligence to like slowly make their way, but not looking so suspiciously.
I only have one with a high intelligence.
I mean,
No, someone loves
one
my
with enough.
teacher.
And I don't
Yeah,
think
well-
high intelligence undead would want to go commit suicide.
Yeah.
Have
we
them
mean-
command the dumbasses. Have the high ends command the dumbasses.
So how is a high undead made? Like, do you summon it as a high undead, or you gotta get a zombie already and make them high undead?
During the creation process, depending on the type of undead, it would have a certain intelligence, or if you give intelligence to your undead.
Zombies
Wow,
can't
the
feel
big
anything, can
burly cat is having a conversation with the necromancer.
No, they can. It's just in slow motion.
they? Is that a
Okay,
character?
during this lengthy discussion process, you finally reach to the bottom of the cargo elevator. Bing!
Huh.
The door opens.
Just
To a
casually
large-
discussing matters of murder.
To a large underground bazaar, there are 10 solid brick buildings and concrete emplacements everywhere. Various stalls selling various implements of questionable legality and definite lethality.
Nice rhyme.
That's a. I think that should be Gone's motto. I don't know. Send that to Gone. That's Gone's motto.
Yeah.
Um.
We are not making him put any phosphorus in this.
I
Or fiberglass.
think
Gone is
what
probably
I'm
going to
gonna-
immediately be looking for white phosphorus.
White phosphorus.
Good. Willie Pete.
And more
White
napalm.
phosphorus is basically solid napalm.
Yeah, it is.
That's how I'm gonna describe it.
No,
solid.
no. It's worse than napalm.
It never goes out really.
It does. It just starts itself back up immediately.
It's self-oxidizing. It's
Yeah.
like thermite. It doesn't
Yeah.
go away until it's all burned up, and at that point you're a charred corpse.
Now,
on the ground.
napalm doesn't go away. Well, it does go away. It takes a long time, but it doesn't go out. You cannot put napalm out.
Yeah, you can't put phosphorus out. Like you can starve a phosphorus fire and snuff it out by putting like a cap on it. As soon as you remove the cap, it starts up again. I will
Class
demonstrate.
4 fire.
Yeah, I will demonstrate by sending a video of white phosphorus.
Oh, I know. I've seen them.
Backyard scientist.
No,
No.
you can just
Arma
find
3.
them all. Yeah, you can just find them all over.
They're cool.
Backyard scientist
Anyway.
did a video on that.
Yes. Actually, napalm's very easy to make. But anyway.
Oh, okay. So apparently the U.S. Army was using white phosphorus in residential districts in Syria.
Yeah.
Woo! Fuck.
You use it for creating smoke clouds.
No, not
and
for smoke
hot
clouds.
gas.
They were airborne. They were bombing, utilizing it. They were dropping it from the
Ah.
sky, helicopters.
Even worse. Anyway.
On
Lily bombs. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yikes. War crimes.
Mhm.
How many war crimes have we counted now? Too many. The shotgun's one of them.
Yes.
Anyway. Shotgun is a war crime, according to Germany.
Yep.
Which
The
is stupid.
trench gun. Because just how fucking devastating it was.
I
And
hate
also-
that shit, man.
It also often would not kill the person. It would just fill you full of tons of tiny holes and you would just slowly die.
Take a chunk of that person and throw it on the ground.
I like how the country that created mustard gas and shit like that is like, oh, the shotgun's too bad. Stop using it.
That shotgun's inhumane. So is mustard gas. Anyway. Yes, a myriad of highly illegal and definitely lethal items lay before you. From guns to bombs to types of armor, knives, slaves,
Oh, okay.
explosives,
I'm probably gonna go for an ammo restock.
mercenary groups that are offering their services, vehicles, tanks, small fighters,
Small fighters? I mean,
Microfighters. Think. Mute yourself, damn it.
I don't
Alright.
think they'll have anything that I'm interested in.
Probably not, but they might.
I would say, as you pan back and forth, you do see about mid-ground of the underground area. Mute yourself! You notice a weird mystical eye. Like on a little pole slowly rotating.
That's interesting enough to draw attention.
Elrond?
What does this eye do?
It's a sign.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, what are they selling?
I think both mages are
Well,
gonna take
I'm
a
saying
look at
it's way the fuck out there. Just where are you guys going first? There's tons of things. What do you want?
I think I'm gonna let them
You
stroll
even
off.
spot a slave market off in the corner.
Oh god. I'm gonna keep away from that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the party stroll off and go buy what they want. I'm gonna explore and try and find information relating to the politicians and their defenses.
I'm probably gonna get some restocked of ammunition, possibly even some more smart bullets if they're available.
I'll
Why don't
have
we do?
I'll have you and Fallen go to the eye first.
Yeah,
And I have a suggestion.
but
Why don't we use jungle guerrilla tactics, where we get the tribe that hates this other tribe to distract that tribe while we kill that tribe?
They're doing it anyway.
Yeah,
Even
but,
right
like,
now as you speak.
you gotta just push it a little bit.
No, you have a point, just not in the way you think. We could enlist the help of the elephants to assassinate the progressives.
Wait, hold on. What?
Yes, jungle tribe guerrilla tactics.
well, yeah, that's actually a fair point because with the more police budget and more restrictions, that would crack down hard on these people. They won't like that.
The gangers wouldn't want to
Yeah,
assassinate
exactly.
conservative.
They would not want to have that kind of problems down on their head.
You know who
Guerrilla
would,
tactics.
though? You know who would want the conservative out of the question?
The progressives,
The police.
the police. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
The police would want the conservatives out of the way.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the gangs want the progressives out of the way.
Yeah.
And so we
Imagine- Imagine if the
Compromise.
police raided the conservatives thing with and find the bombs that somebody might have planted there.
Or
Are you thinking of the
plant,
fucking Payday 2? What's it called? Is it?
Nah,
day?
these are jungle tactics.
I'm not
Election
suggesting.
day? The
there's-
election day heist, you mean?
It was like painting paints or something. I don't know. It was about stealing
Framing
painting.
frame.
Framing frame. There we go. That one where you put cocaine in someone's private vault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
after
I'm
taking
not,
all their- Anyway,
If you can't kill them normally, assassinate their character.
I'm not suggesting we compromise and get the police and the gangers to work together. I'm suggesting we deal with both factions independently and well, the conservatives
anyway, I'm gonna go with what you all started finding now that you've split up in the black market.
Yeah.
Gon has promptly taken the flatbed with all of his equipment over to the materials area.
Yep.
Felix, you find yourself in the info center, full of info brokers, soothsayers, and other various. The rumor mill,
Pretty much.
which is pretty much a bar and brothel.
Of course it is.
It always is.
And when it isn't, it really is.
Even when it's not, you know it is.
I would like to just listen in. I don't think I can afford that kind of information, and so I'm just gonna eavesdrop while I'm sitting around.
You will have to buy a drink, or they will kick you out.
Oh, I can afford a drink. I just can't afford the information on the politicians.
Yep, info brokers definitely have it. You definitely can't afford it.
I mean, I'll ask how much
It
it is.
depends on how much it is. If it's enough, I could probably wire. If I have enough, I could probably wire you some.
First, I shall go to Sullivan and Fallen. Because Fallen's kind of had nothing to do this entire game. You make your way to the Mystic Eye. Which, upon arriving, is obviously a wizard's tent.
Nice.
When I mean obviously the wizard's tent, I do mean obviously. It says wizard stuff, and the sign is floating and glowing mystically.
A bit blunt, but it gets the message across.
You enter inside, and there's about 3 mages in there.
Oh, in we go to browse.
One
that
in
way.
gray robes, one is in blue robes, and the other is in green.
Yep. Well, in we go to browse their wares.
You see that the blue and the green one both have books, but the gray one does not. You do see he's wearing a crown and a necklace.
Might be an enchanter.
Can I get an occult check?
I can provide one. So just scroll down to it. There
Fallen,
it
if you wish
is.
to roll an occult as well, you may. Fallen,
It went for the stuff.
Yeah.
God damn it. Occult?
roll an occult check, please.
A what check?
Occult.
Occult.
A call. Where is that at? There it is.
It's below notice.
Alphabetical. Wow.
We got the same results.
Looking over the wizards, the one in gray is a cursed wizard.
Ah.
He has about 5 rings on each hand, and they're doing some weird things. Each one of his fingers is like glowing differently. And you see, what was initially his what you thought was dark hair. His hair is actually made of darkness. You can kind of see through it.
Hey, this guy's something else.
And the crown doesn't go all the way around. It only goes over the front part of his head, and then it embeds itself in his skull and just disappears.
Oh.
Definitely a cursed wizard.
Yep, sounds about right.
The other 2 is a earth mage and an ice mage.
Oh, let's see if we can find anything interesting.
The cursed wizard approaches you. Hello there, fellow magicians. How may I help you?
Merely browsing at this point in time.
Same.
We
Reading the wares.
have a limited selection of wares, yes. You see that there are 2.5 crates of mana crystals. The small ones that give you 25 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to buy things?
There are
I
various scrolls of varying spells and of spell levels. Written on sticky notes. Some written on like little envelope papers. And on the outside of the envelope it says, "This is a trap. Don't open."
I will pull out one of my invisibility skills and ask how much for this.
Let's see. Martimus! The earth mage walks over and puts a monocle over his eye. What level did you make this at? 2?
What's my standard invisibility? Probably that's the highest I can go at the moment with my mana cap.
Ah yes, a level 2 scroll of invisibility. How does 125 credits sound? My good
Yeah,
man?
that's alright. I'll take that.
Good deal. You shake the green mage's hand as the cursed mage refuses to touch you.
Understandably.
He takes the scroll from you, and you watch your credit counter tick up as he passes it over to you.
And I still have one in reserve, but can make more later on. Okay, and now to see if there's anything that we'd be purchasing.
There are several enchanted necklaces. King Arthur's pendants. Give you extra mana.
Okay, I have
Several scrolls of varying spells. One of Fireball at 5th level.
Dang.
wow.
Only I knew what magic was. I'm playing. I'm pretty sure there's some tiger shamans in the jungle.
Yeah, probably. Only other spell of note is a small bullet shield spell on a sticky note.
On a sticky note.
Yeah, you stick it to yourself and it gives you protection from bullets.
Is that actually a thing?
Yes,
Is that even
actually.
good? To like stick it anywhere.
It is a
really?
Pathfinder spell. Protection of bullets.
Projectile resistant.
Yeah.
How much mana would
No,
those
specifically
necklaces give?
firearms.
How much mana cap would those necklaces give again?
If you don't already have one, it gives you a +10.
Okay, I already have one then.
Yeah, you can't stack them. They also have rows of magical monocles, which let you see mana and can help you decipher shit. They're basically monocles of detect magic.
How much would those run?
Those are 250 credits each.
I might want to pick one up for if I ever need to use one. It's always good to be prepared.
You do see a small crate, and written on it is Scrolls of Snowball.
Oh god.
50 credits. And the crate is just full of them.
I bet it is.
There are two also all on sticky notes.
Hmm.
Well, they're on sticky note pads, you know, like the brand new pads, and every single sticky note is a thing of Snowball.
Oh my god. Just throw the book at someone and they just get covered in
It
snow.
wouldn't activate.
It'd be funny if it did, though.
On the back of the pamphlet, it says activation word Snowball, whilst wielding the sticky note forward. Yes, anybody can use scrolls. They're that easy. The skill is making them. After that, anyone can use them.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because it's written in fucking common. Pick up the scroll, read off what it says, boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
Which is why you...
Gone, and things happen.
Which is why in the Wizard's Tower they have laws against, about requiring you to lock up your scrolls, or else children might get into them. They're like guns.
I might
Except
want
a
to
lot
pick up
less
a few
expensive.
small mana crystals. How much are those?
So,
Those are 150 credits each.
150?
Yep, per 25 mana crystal. Well, mana crystal of 25.
so hear me out here. Hear me out here. What if we turned the zombies into living frag by surgically implanting the C4 and high explosives inside of them and making them wear metal?
Corpse bombs. Oh, that's
Done before.
horrifying.
Definitely effective.
That's horrifying. Holy
That's,
shit.
that's what I was gonna suggest. Like that's what I
Have you
was
not
talking
seen
about
The Dark
high-end-
Knight Rises?
Like if you could put explosives in a high undead without knowing, make them get close. Just click a button.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't need high undead.
What if they went for a handshake and then kaboom?
I don't think they would shake hands.
It might.
Anywho, Fallen, do you want anything from this place?
Yeah.
What else do they have? Because all I heard was
I can do quick.
the mana crystals, some scrolls.
Yeah. I remember.
They have various. They have a few other magical items like magic carpets.
Let's not go with that. Although it could be useful.
Magic carpets are fucking great.
Yeah. Unless you fall off of them.
Don't fly too high. They also have magical broomsticks. Flying broomsticks.
Oh god.
Anything else?
Dun, dun.
They have novelty stone golems, tiny ones. Fit in the palm of your hand. They can follow simple commands. When you turn, when they are quote unquote turned off, they turn into a little cube. That's
I could imagine the Ram weaponizing those things very easily.
Yeah. Magical machinery is definitely easy to do.
Yeah, just get them to
How
make
much-
I might want to pick up a couple just to give to them. It's like figure out how to make these a bomb.
How much are they selling the mana crystals?
The small 25 are, what was it, 200 apiece?
Yeah, something like that.
It was 200 for the small 25. It is 350 for the 100 cost. I mean, for the 50 cost. And the
Okay.
full-size 100 mana crystal is 1,000 credits.
Woo. I could pick up a couple 50s. I already have one.
Thing is, any extra mana leaks to the environment around you. You don't get overflow.
I know.
Thought I'd mention it.
Nothing really caught my eye.
Think about it, it'd be probably more efficient to get a bunch of 20s. 25s.
As I don't have enough for the 25 for 200.
200? Why would you need that many?
For the 25 mana crystals, which are 200 credits each.
I got 13. I got just under 14k in credits, and that's not counting Dong. For that, I have another 2k about approximately. I could probably afford what you need.
This is some extra mana crystals.
How many you getting?
Let's want to at least get 2 to 3 more.
The wizards do approach you. He's like, if you want any specific items made, we can do personal requests.
How many 25s do you want?
Just take 3. Don't want you to spend too much.
Fair.
We get resupplied every so often with other magical inventions.
Yeah, I can cover that for you. Add 3. I'm removing 75 from my funds.
The new wave of magical engine is being developed and might be out within the next few years. I have high hopes. Ain't that right, Mortimus? Mortimus? Any scrolls you might be looking for?
Well, we do have a contract coming up, so if you have anything that might be useful for it, got any recommendations?
What is the nature of this contract? I might have some.
It is a high-profile assassination. I'm Not going into further detail, but if you got anything that can help,
I think the invisibility scroll you sold me would come in quite handy.
I can make more of those at any time. So there's that. But
he digs around for a second. Mirror image would probably be a good one. If anyone tries to shoot at you, they might hit your mirror image instead.
Displacement scroll. I see.
Yep. In case you displace the bonus.
Yeah, that might actually be a good. That might actually be a good thing to buy, depending on what level it is, because that's a level 3 spell for me.
Mirror image is a 2nd level spell.
Okay. One I should probably pick up though. That could be very useful.
Also, scrolls of Slowfall are available.
I got a ring that takes care of that. Although they may like that.
Are you getting that scroll?
The mirror image one, yeah, probably.
150.
150.
Yep.
Okay.
Wonder if there's anything that can help us change our appearance.
You're not there to answer that question. You ran off to somewhere. I don't know.
And with the mention of spell, I bring up that I have a ring of that. And on that note, what enchanted items do you have available other than those pendants?
The brooms, the pendant, the monocle, the carpet, the golems. We also
This guy.
have rings of light. And there's something around here. He begins like rifling around for shit. Yeah, actually, you may not want this. I'll just put it back.
Maybe, maybe not. What is it?
It's a wild wand of magic missile. At 4th level.
It's wild though.
Yeah,
With
it
the
has
mention
a-
of that
it
item,
has
immediately
a-
raised my eyebrows.
it has a random effect. You don't know what it is?
Huh.
We haven't tried it. If you want to try it, you go right ahead. They're on discount because of that. Mortimus here bought a whole box without checking. As the blue mage slowly turns and stares at the green mage, the green mage turns around and just walks off. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, one moment.
The wands are 100 credits each. Any other wand in the store is 500.
So, what is he saying, the wand? What's the wand of? Hello?
Magic missile with wild magic attached to it
Yikes.
of a random effect that they don't know of.
Context. So, in a wild wand of magic missile.
You should say that you'll test it out, but if it's something bad, you'll get a discount for it.
Giving a discount, 80% off discount,
So how much is it?
100 compared to the normal 500.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not crazy, but like
Fuck it, give it to the zombies if they can use it.
Oh yeah, give it to the zombies that are going to be in the crowd.
Holy shit, that's actually genius.
My god!
What?
Too powerful to be
effect-
left alive.
We're literally turning the zombies into weapons of mass destruction. What the fuck?
I mean anything can be exploited. The imagination is a weapon. Those who don't use it
Yep.
will surely die.
That's why I'm the better commander.
I'm just saying, jungle tactics. They're so random, they work.
Yeah.
That is true.
Is that all?
We can't prepare for something if you have no idea what the fuck the person themselves is doing.
Pulls out a wand. I'll just read his mind. Reads his mind. I sure hope this works, whatever it may be. Oh no.
And that's their brand leaking out of their ear. Whoops.
Casts it. Nearest sun explodes.
Well,
Imagine.
I hope one of these.
magic effect.
Yes. I hope one of these wands randomly teleports us. Quick, start casting.
I would actually consider getting a few of those just to give some of this as additional chaos on the battlefield for the assassinations.
Yeah, and I mean seriously, Morty, I think if you want to go ham on a crowd, you can definitely just go ham on the crowd with your MG.
I could go ham on the crowd.
Mhm.
I definitely have enough bullets for it. I mean,
Honestly, yeah, it might actually be a good idea to pick up a few of those just for the zombies.
Go on, Mr. Moneybags.
How many zombies do you have again?
And there's the initial 5, and then
I
Soon
would
to be
I would
15.
always
10
recommend that.
bodies.
We should get somebody the opposing group doesn't like to fight them, to distract them, and then we just fight them ourselves.
Soon to be 15.
I don't think
Okay.
that starting a fight would be. I think the zombies plan is better because we don't want the
Of course, it's just a suggestion.
inconsistency, yeah.
This only works really with people that doesn't have that much high intelligence.
Yeah.
You know.
Give the zombies some ones. I'm probably gonna pick up like 10 or so of them to just give to the zombies. Who knows what they'll do, but whatever, it'll be interesting.
I mean, there's a chance that the wand itself will just blow up and turn the entire place into a
The
fucking
wands
crater.
have 10 charges each, FYI.
Oh fuck,
I mean, there's always a chance it would be a good effect.
that is true.
If it's a beneficial effect, it'll be beneficial for the zombie casting it.
Good luck.
Imagine
good luck
it
interrogate.
revives it. It's a human.
So good luck interrogating the zombie to figure out what effect it was.
It turned it into a high.
Who cares if it's beneficial or not? If it's detrimental, well, fuck it. That's one less to deal with.
Well,
one less to
you
worry
may have
about.
no idea what it does. Cast wand. Okay, it wasn't negative. Okay, so you cast it. The actual effect turns your blood into iron. The zombie does nothing. To you, die.
Yeah, whatever. They're basically weapons. Just give them an additional vector of attack.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think strapping them in metal body armor would be the next best choice. Because,
Random scrap.
yeah. And also because after the high explosive in their chest cavity detonates, they will
If
be
they're
turned
still-
into living fragmentation bombs.
Yeah, and if they're still somehow able to move around, they can use the wand to blast away too.
No.
They probably
could-
won't be, but
They
if they
could
are.
just use the wand and then we just detonate.
How
them and
many?
take them
How
down.
many undead can you raise in one go? In one good day.
As many as I could touch at a time.
So let's say I go ham on a
So
crowd.
two.
How many of that crowd would you revive?
As many as I could touch at a time.
2.
We gotta get you more arms.
Yeah, I think the option is. I think we should just go kill Yellow Fever, take their left ears, and then revive the bodies, and slowly build up our army.
Mhm.
My god.
Does this sound good to everybody?
I like that idea because it involves a job.
It's still making income, yeah. It does make sense.
We get paid to make more soldiers.
So we're gonna go back to
And-
Felix.
And it's 250 for those monocles, right?
You now have a general understanding of what's happening in the town.
Wonderful. Did I hear anything having to do with the politicians' defenses?
You heard the griping of who you believe to be an assassin. It sounds like he was the one who tried to shoot the man and failed. He was bitching about his deflector shield he has on him.
We should kill him to make an example.
Deflector. Okay, that's something to take into consideration. Huh. Hey, we may actually have to use the fucking Shadow Spirit or the zombies to take him out, actually. That might actually have to be the primary method of doing them in, because of that shield.
Yeah, you heard the assassin bitching about how that shitty high tech stopped his round. Well, deflected it from hitting his face.
If you want to know, also, if the shadows kill someone, they'll rise as another shadow.
Quickly becoming an uncontrolled mass of monsters. As they slaughter tons of innocent people in their houses. The very tall, very dark buildings.
Sucks we can't do orbital strikes yet.
Nuke the city, we're done with it.
We don't even have a ship yet. How much are ships?
You gotta find them first. But some of the cheapest ones are about 200,000.
Woo! We're gonna be here for a while.
We could rob some. We could just steal someone's ship.
I mean, maybe the Yellow Fever has a ship somewhere in there.
Probably not.
They're a gang.
Hey, they save up money.
They probably would have stripped it for parts and built other shit with it. Or sold it. Or both.
Probably both.
Probably both.
Oh, we
think
need
our
to
best
find a
option
way
is
to
to
get off this
steal.
planet somehow.
I think our best option would be just to steal a ship.
You can go to a nearby hive city, pay for a taxi, and then leave.
We could
That's
just
true.
pay for a space taxi and steal the fucking space taxi.
Most space the taxis are either fully automated, have no way to pilot them on other than automation, or are armed to the fucking teeth, and you aren't the only person aboard. It's more of a space bus than a space taxi.
Okay.
Full of mercenaries and other random people that are wanting a ride. Bush Crash 2 Electric Boogaloo. Your space bus hits a space mine and goes drifting off into an asteroid field. As space bandits pop out of the woodworks.
Everyone dies because there's no fucking air.
Those in environmental suits are perfectly fine, so half the crew.
You should get yourself an environmental suit.
Once you're on this planet, he's perfectly fine without one.
Yep.
Until Gunn starts mustard gassing everything.
Yeah.
Which he himself is not immune to.
Yeah. At that point, you just pee on a rag and cover your face with it.
Doesn't help with mustard gas because
That
it burns
doesn't
the
help.
skin.
It also melt your lungs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might help for like 30 seconds, but it'll penetrate eventually.
Yes, as it will eat through the skin around your neck and into your throat.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mustard gas is bad.
It is just very bad.
Yeah, there's a reason it's banned.
I'm gonna say there's a reason why it's banned. And
Isn't
a
it
war
just-
crime.
Isn't mustard gas just bleach and chlorine?
There's other stuff, but mainly yes.
You're thinking bleach and ammonia.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I don't know why I said chlorine. I thought chlorine had ammonia in it.
No.
Chlorine is a
Anyway.
element.
Bleach is chlorine.
Yeah, I was thinking something else.
No. Bleach
I got the
has
bleach from.
chlorine. It's not just chlorine.
Yeah, but it's the chlorine-based cleaner, so I mean.
That's true.
Anywho,
Yeah, if we're considering the aspect of creating mustard gas with household ingredients, the chlorine comes from bleach, and the ammonia comes from an ammonia-based cleaner. But enough about things that could get us put on an actual terrorist watch list.
I'm already on one. If I'm not, someone's not doing their job. I've looked up MGs, how to make napalm,
Oh,
other types of toxic
actually-
gas.
We've also been, this entire time, on stream discussing the assassination of political...
Yeah, if we're all Actually, they'd have no way of knowing who anyone was other than besides me, so.
Mhm.
If I'm not on watch list, someone's not doing their job. I have enough
So
guns.
anyways,
I don't know.
F-
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, FBI agent, we're not talking about real people.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not talking about how to really make mustard gas. That's crazy.
No, everyone knows how to make that. That's actually a common household thing to know.
It
It's
is
one-
common knowledge, so you don't accidentally do it and gas your family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
pretty
common
much.
knowledge. It's common knowledge because
My bad, Mom. I didn't mean to make mustard gas. I was just washing the floor.
I will say, though, the liquid form of mustard gas is a very potent cleaner. So people would mix them and use it to, like, clean out their toilet bowls.
and then die to the fucking fumes
Yep!
because it doesn't want to stay liquid.
Nope. Although it is heavier than air, so it'll be around the floor.
Which you are leaning down to get to because you're cleaning your toilet.
Yep!
Just put some in the toilet, close the lid, and pray.
At that point, just use kitchen grenade.
I love you, kitchen gun! Bang! Bang! Like, no. Anywhoozin. We're the third person. Actually, Fuse is going to, So, Fuse.
Yeah, you read that right.
Yeah, you found some.
Listening to the price, waiting to be disappointed.
They sit at about, I think it was 6'5". They are part tiger, at 3/4,
Huh?
and they're priced at about 15.
Are you
My
buying
brethren.
slaves?
Yep,
My brethren.
it's a woman.
Mr. fucking Moral won't touch the Conservative Party is buying slaves. Now I see why you're supporting a Conservative Party.
Mister doesn't want to assassinate people or do wet work. Buys slaves. Yep,
That sounds about right.
it's about 15K for this one. She's in remarkably good shape, well toned. Her little plaque says she used to be a mercenary.
Hmm. He could probably get her if he decides to dump his wallet, but he decides, is this the only one? Or is there a variety he's looking at?
Is there a variety? The kind of questions Charles asks.
Hey, it's the first time he woke up. It's weird.
Actually,
Everything
hold
was
on.
just gray while he was in the underworld. Sorry, did I interrupt
Where's
something?
our new man at? I assume he's just roaming. Did you accompany Fuse to the slave market?
Morty, he's asking you.
Probably not, because if I was to see
Come on, Morty.
my own kind there,
You
Slave
could just sit
market.
with me at the bar.
Or go with the nerds to the wizards.
well, I have to accompany who's gonna go protect the politician, anyways. So
Fuse and I are doing that.
yeah, so I would be with you.
So one of the people went to the bar, and the other people made a
I guess you
beeline.
went some.
Okay then. I was just wondering where you went.
Yeah, so he's probably
This
with
woman
me.
is definitely the tallest and
I'm pretty-
strongest. And fairly well endowed.
Yes, I've hard boned.
I'm talking about the
Very
slave.
I will guarantee your bones are not as hard as mine.
You never know.
Mine are titanium.
Mine are too.
Oh, damn.
So his
Mine are
bones
better.
are stronger.
Mine, because I have a mech suit.
Sorry, but your bones aren't a part of the mech suit. I I know for a fact your race was avian, and so your bones were by default weaker.
Yeah, don't you have hollow bones?
Wait, we have someone who's a bird?
I'm a Turian.
Turians
birds.
are technically
Yeah,
an avian race.
Yeah,
I
they're
forgot about that.
yeah, their bones are not hollow.
They're
Because
weaker though.
typically, I believe land-based birds' bones aren't hollow.
They do have something on their skin that helps block off radiation, though.
Yes, and we've converted that into natural armor for this. Yeah, they have a metal composite exoskeleton.
Yeah,
It's
I just
chitin, metal, all that.
They're bird bugs.
I wouldn't call it bug. The
But
exoskeleton.
yes,
Yeah.
we drink good milk.
actually, is it an exoskeleton, or is it just
might-
thick skin?
I think it might just be. It depends on what you would class as an exoskeleton. I'll Google it.
Well,
I've
an
heard different-
exoskeleton means you don't have an internal skeleton.
Oh,
The outside
then,
of your body supports your frame.
Oh, then it's definitely just thick skin because
Yeah,
yeah,
So you have no bones.
I have bones.
chitinous skin.
Ah,
Anywhosen.
See.
Now that I know where he's at.
Hmm.
Fuse. One of the cheaper ones that you can find that's still at least over 5 foot in height. Seems to be sitting around $7K. She is avian. 1/4.
Interesting.
Her plaque says she used to be a messenger. Like her job was mailman. Like the part bird that she's part of is ostrich. She's fast. She looks very
He
angry.
decides, all right, this one's this one is just interesting enough that he'll talk to whoever is claiming to be a handler. So what's this one's story?
She borrowed too much money, so she was kidnapped and sold into slavery. She's quite the gambler.
Ah, there it is. I was worried about that for a second. I'm like, okay, how can you borrow into this?
Should never gamble. Terrible, terrible.
Fortunate
So-
slavery.
All you were able to gather from her before this is a messenger, huh? No medical experience at all?
I don't know. She doesn't like to talk.
Yeah, I'm guessing from that
She used
expression,
to
yes.
deliver packages for drug rings, as she would run between areas of high importance.
Alright, how much longer are you sticking around? Might come back later to see if there's an opening.
I am here for 2
such a
more
talent.
days.
Alright, above off game now. How long until the Green In's next
2.
rally?
It's in
2?
2 days.
It's gonna be cut close.
Okay, so
Try to
Felix,
be-
are you just gonna be roaming around?
Here on that last day.
So Felix,
Are you
said
moving
were
on to
gonna-
someone else or?
Yep.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So I would like to ask the assassin who has previously tried to zonk politician. If he is no longer.
He left about 20 minutes ago. You were still there, just listening to everything.
Okay.
Someone started
Yeah.
saying something about rumors of the undead walking around.
Already starting rumors. Nice.
This rumor was from a different city.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not good.
Yeah, that changes everything.
You piqued my interest.
You listened in a little harder to that one. You missed the beginning of it, but it was, the person was the person who they were talking to was disbelief. He says, "No, really, I knew. I know a guy that lives there. He said he shot a motherfucker that owed him something, and then he got back up, tried to eat him." You sure he wasn't just a bad shot? No. He said he put 5 rounds in the man's chest. Ain't no way you live through that. And then took 5 more before he went down.
I'd like to. Also, why are you looking for someone with medical experience to do surgery on the zombies? I'm not there to ask, but I'm just curious, out of character. I do. Okay, Fallen. Would you like me to find out more about this and ask them? Butt
Yes,
into the
please.
conversation. All right, I will slide into the conversation.
Sullivan and Fallen, once you were done there at the mages area, you going somewhere else?
Probably tried to meet up with everyone.
Probably gonna have meet up with the others. Maybe look for some.
Well, the only one that anyone knows where anyone is Sullivan.
Yeah, that's fair. Probably gonna meet up with the others.
I would likely have told everyone that I'm going to the info broker's place.
Felix. Now, Felix was I'm going to the bar.
So I'm just sitting around at the bar. I would like, if possible, I would like to join their conversation. Ask them,
Yeah, you just nimbly slide over in your mech suit. Shh. Hey there.
I would like to, I mean, I seem like I would be qualified to ask about the undead, considering I'm in a fucking mech suit.
Hey!
It's in my
Say that
academic
again.
interest.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Speak to this man as you waddle on over in your mech suit.
Sorry to interrupt, but I overheard you speaking about the undead in another city.
And who are you to be eavesdropping on my conversation?
I would like to just
Take a moment to look at him before saying,
Officer Felix, I'm a mercenary, so it's kind of my business to listen up for jobs, you know. And I'm quite certain that the undead is a good job opportunity.
Well, as you know, info isn't free, Annie. And he starts rubbing his fingers together. How much you willing to pay for this kind of info?
Well, I would like to
quickly just send a text message to Fallen to ask how much are they willing to pay for information about zombies in another city.
Just text me the location where you are so I can meet up.
Well,
The ball.
I have someone who would be very interested in the information, and I'll just call them over here. They'd probably be very well.
Alright, I'll be more than happy to talk to them. You want to sit down, my newfound mech man?
Absolutely.
He gestures to the open spot where there is no chair.
I'll sit on the floor.
Well, your suit can go into a crouch position and then just stay there.
Yeah, good enough.
You're sitting inside the suit, perfectly fine.
So I apologize for being rude. I was kind of minding my own business and drinking, and there was a mention of hearing a man take 5 rounds and then get back up. It's kind of jarring. Grabs the attention.
Indeed, it would be.
So, is the city, has this happened in free information? Oh.
Yeah. Sure. Having over in Old Longcliff City.
I'm gonna fact check that right now. Is that even a city on this fucking planet?
Yes, it's a hype city.
Oh, okay, yeah, then that definitely checks out.
Old Longcliff City. It was one of the first hype cities. Also one of the first ones to have a massive underground structure. That city goes down to negative 5,000 floors.
Of all the places to find the undead, I'd say that's certainly one of them.
Okay, so how long would it take us to get there?
It would take about 10 minutes, but you weren't in that store for too long. So I'll just assume you've just now walked through the door.
And there's a friend I was thinking of. I would like to wave you over.
Sarah smiles and waves back as she slowly walks over.
Fuse. What are you doing right now?
Alright. He's contemplating whether or not to ask the pissed off ostrich if she has any other her talents she hasn't spoken about yet.
She says she's a good gambler.
I need this.
Obviously not.
And she only ever lost because they cheated.
Alright, what do I roll for that? Since we're having fun here. Let's see.
Check?
Do we have it listed as insight?
Demeanor check.
Am I rolling? Alright, demeanor. Going back up. Holy crap. Let's see, demeanor. There it is. Unskilled. Wow. We do not have a very good impression of each other, do we?
You believe that she's telling the truth and that the places she went to had cheated her out of her money and out of her freedom, apparently. Because they knew she was too good.
Well, if you think you might want to go deaf now, because he's asking about measurements now.
No, that's not public info.
Measurement?
What can
guesstimate-
he tell from just looking?
Fuse wants to know
Alright, since
to know the sizes of this ostrich woman.
What kind of measurements are we talking about, though?
Probably the standard
curves.
ones. I think it was.
Didn't know that's what Fuse was interested in, but okay. Is he shopping for a slave or a wife?
He is. Breast, waist, and hips, I believe is what they were.
classic.
Well, this woman is fairly flat-chested, I'll tell you that right now.
And definitely tell
Alright,
me.
he'll put this on the back burner here.
Immediately put on back burner.
Yeah,
She's
because
maybe
he's
an
not
A
going
cup.
to risk his dropping.
She is maybe an A cup. A fairly thin waist
he has in
and
his possession,
quite wide hips. And
What is an ostrich lady? So
disproportionately long legs.
Oh.
As expected
Ostrich.
of her mix.
Yeah,
You're telling-
there are faint bird-like scales going down the front of her legs.
So you're telling me you're not a thigh guy?
She does have
No.
some
Are you?
monstrous thighs.
No,
not a thigh guy.
I'm less into thighs. I'm more into dicks personally. But that's just me.
So
I mean,
Fuse, is that
everybody
it?
has their own preferences, I suppose.
Wow, we got a tour to give you when we get back to the main city where we found the purse.
The actual slave
Anywho.
market, not just a slave vendor that's there for a day or two.
Yeah.
Fuse, is that all?
Yeah, he decides to tell the guy that he'll visit back like on the last day that they're here. And he goes off to try and find a communication device that he can either modify to deal with high-pitched voices or just turn speech to text. That's what he's looking for before he meets up back with the rest of them. He has his communicator on so they can contact him if they have anything come up.
Okay. Give me a notice check, and we're back to everyone else.
Indeed, we are.
Yep.
So Fallen,
So
you
when
just
did-
walked up.
I introduced Fallen to them.
Yep.
When does the protecting of the politicians start? Like what time? What day?
2 days. 2 days.
2 days from now?
They'll
That's
be-
reasonable enough to prepare.
Yeah.
Fallen,
Yes?
you've walked in and said hello to the info people.
What is their reaction towards me?
You walk in and you see a Turian looking man, the massive mech suit, and a human that seems to be half mouse or rat or whatever. He has some weird ears and nose.
The worst thing. Go brokers a rat.
As the big mech suit waves you over.
As I said, I wave back and walk over.
So this your friend?
So, as this is my friend, I believe they're much more interested in the undead than I.
As she approaches. Hi there, doll. How you doing?
Pretty good, and yourself? I heard you
I'm
had
doing
some information.
fantastic.
She leans forward over the table and gives a hand out to shake it.
Sorry, doll. I don't shake hands. People could be carrying all kinds of diseases.
Got a germaphobe over here.
No worries. As she just crosses her arms and tucks it under her chest a bit.
You definitely catch him staring.
Well,
So, what do you want to know about
Leverage.
the undead?
I want to study how this phenomenon's going on. I would like to know more.
Well, as you know, information ain't free.
And is there any way I could get a little discount on this information? Because you know, getting these studies and having your name on it could probably bring you a lot of riches.
I don't know. Riches tend to get people in trouble. I like to stay in the shadows.
Well, we could just have the hidden cut. I don't mind.
I am so
nice.
sorry. Fuse is not listening in on this.
What kind of discount do you have in mind? He's now obviously fixated.
Mm-hmm.
That seduction roll is way too fucking high. My god!
Jesus Christ.
And she's wearing an environmental suit on top of that.
It's skin tight though.
Rolled an 18. That's pretty good.
She's like, well, we could wait and see and what type of information and what it gets you.
I couldn't hear you over Fuse's
Oh.
fumbling down the stairs. Mute yourself, Fuse!
Depending on
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
information and how much you give, it depends on how much it gets you.
And how would you believe you would acquire this discount?
I may declare on how much you last.
This is getting weird.
Where the fuck is he? Yeah, Felix, you see this rat man is like leaning over the table towards her now? He's standing up on top of his chair. He's a short man. And is like leaned over the table to match her posture. He's looking much further down than her eyes, though. It's quite obvious. The guy that was there with them has walked away.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did I hijack their conversation?
100%. Not only have you derailed his train of thought, you've removed the person he was talking to in the first place. It wasn't just hijacked. It was you changed the rails.
Now, do you wish to tell me what you have to know?
I'm willing to tell you a lot, but the walls here have ears, as a certain someone has shown me. And he just slowly rotates to Felix.
His visor flicks up to give him a smiley face.
I got a private room over in the back if you wish to join me there.
Very well.
I'll wait outside.
I'll wait outside!
What? I'm a bodyguard. My job.
So, Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
once you get in there, he does begin to tell you about certain things. Fades to black, and she gets the information she wants. What happens in there is between the two of
It's
them.
too black.
Yeah, we
You know,
can-
she wouldn't bang him as she would just take away his streams.
Yes, I
Tease him a
imagine
bit.
so.
Fades to black.
Fades to black really just nearly kills the guy.
Yeah, fades to black. I'm saying the man faded to black. He just... I imagine something along the lines of, I don't like you to watch, put on this blindfold. He just slowly gets drained, like, ah. I don't know, maybe it's a masochist. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, fade to black. Whatever happens, happens in there. She walks out with newfound information. That isn't the first account of that happening. There has been, according to this man, at least 28 on multiple different floors, and not in just that city.
And any loose money he had around.
Most of his money was in credits, which you can't really steal from someone. Although
Or
you do
weapons,
manage to
yeah.
take the 50 credits he had on him. I mean, the 50 dong.
I don't know if it's a good idea to steal from an info broker.
Nor from people inside the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
Hell, combat in general in the Thieves Guild often gets your a hand cut off.
You know,
What?
thieves don't steal from other thieves.
Honor
Yeah.
amongst thieves and all.
Yeah, honor among thieves. Thou shalt not stealeth from themeth, so they shall not steal from youeth.
Yeah,
If
well,
you
also
want to
in
go
the Thieves
pet
Guild.
it back, there's a pretty good site in there.
The man's drooling with, and it looks like he's been turned to a raisin, just with a blindfold over
That's
on a table.
Hey, at least you know he got the pretty good sack.
Best part is, this guy may not seek revenge if you don't take anything from him.
yeah.
Then we'll put the mini back then.
Yeah. 50 dong is not worth pissing off an info broker.
Are you going to give him any money for this? Or you think that's good enough?
I'll slip fucking I myself will slip him 5 dong.
So you
Fair
walk in
right out
there,
with his-
the man's just like drooling off to the side as he's on the table. He's short. His entire body fits on the table.
Yeah,
Here's 5 dong. Walks off.
Yeah, I'll toss him 5 dong.
But yeah, the word zombie didn't appear till after the 10th event, and most of these events happen in, like, you know, dark sectors. The police don't get involved in this, so there's no official record of it.
Makes sense.
This is all by ear.
Yeah, as there would be
That's
just
fair.
a note. See you next time. Thanks for the fun time.
No problem. Anytime. He also mentions a small town, which is outside of Long Cliffs, by about a 3.5 day trip by truck, called Ragged Downs.
Okay.
It is often a mercenary outpost and a short stop for truckers. It is, you know, it's a small town, population of maybe 2,000.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I guess we got our next job after we're done.
While there is plenty of outer defenses, anti-tank guns, MGs, AA turrets, more to dissuade bandits than anything else, on the inside, there is no police.
Mm.
So, again, formal reporting of anything would not happen. It's a mere outpost. It doesn't need a police force. Everyone that is there often works there, in some way, shape, or form. Or are family members of someone that does. But that city, Longcliff, is about 2.5 months of driving away. Now, if you had a ship, you could get there in about 2 hours.
We need to get a ship.
You could try to find a smuggler that'll be willing to take you and your bus and shit over there, if that's where you wish to go. But finding such a person might be few and far between. You might be able to requisition, again, space taxi. But again, few and far between. You would pretty much have to be in a Hive City to even ask for one, or be lucky enough to find one coming here for whatever reason. And they may not be able to take your vehicles with you.
True.
We can, after we're done with the assassination, we can go check out the zombies.
Okay.
Because by that point, it'll probably be more publicly known, and there might even be more zombies.
Public info! Huzzah!
Worst case scenario, the city is overrun.
Even then, that's just more zombies to gun down for us.
True, and then more loot in the area.
Yep.
Now, shall we get back to the others?
Yeah.
I know our
Sure.
tactics aren't the same. You
Uh,
eavesdrop, I seduce.
If I could, I probably would, but well, only a few people find mech suits attractive. But
Just tease them what they could open up in that tin can.
do remind me not to sleep with a necromancer.
Probably a good idea.
Well, we didn't sleep.
So-
We didn't do anything inappropriate.
They were in there for all of 20 minutes.
And it would probably take me 20 minutes to even take off this suit.
You know what? That's a fair point.
Yeah, skin-tight environmental suits are not the easiest things to take on and off.
Points to stand. What did you do to him anyways? He's asking this as we go and meet up with the rest of the group.
Just drained his life force a bit. And that's all.
A bit?
Well, I guess-
After a few bits of draining, I just sapped his strength afterwards, so he felt like he got the time of his life. But he was blindfolded the whole time, so it's his imagination on what happened.
I mean, it's pretty much the same as doing any of that, except just no orgasm in the end. So.
He might have. No one checked his pants, so you don't know.
And let's not do that.
Again, fade to black. Anyway,
Yeah.
you've already left. The door's closed. It locked behind you. You're gone.
Good.
It's a very strange but useful tactic. I'll be sure to ask you for some help when I'm dealing with info brokers that I don't have around my finger in the future.
Or maybe he could learn a trick or two.
Sure, I could.
Maybe learn a trick or two. Him takes notes. Show cleavage.
Oh no, I gotta hold up. I gotta
First note's a
find.
failure.
I gotta find.
Show them your ass. Turians have great asses.
All right.
Next info broker is an asexual blob. Have fun with that.
All right. All right. All right.
You get into every orifice.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make my mech suit new and improved. I'm gonna send it in memes. Look, it's my new and improved mech suit.
It does it have a giant penis.
No. It's
Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
it's a bionicle with tits.
Oh my god.
It's evolving, kill it.
Too powerful to be left alive.
Set it on fire.
No,
Oh,
that's
I've actually seen that one before.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're right.
Growing more
Put some napalm
powerful.
on it.
It's too dangerous to be left alive. Take him out. Take the shot.
All right. So we have our jobs organized.
Shoot her!
We have our next job organized too. We can go deal with the zombies. I'm sure there'll be by the time we're done with the assassination, there'll be a big bounty on zombies.
Yeah.
Well, first we gotta. Well, I thought we were planning on killing. Assassinating and then protecting the politician, and then killing all the yellow people.
No, we're killing the yellow fever at the same time when we just have downtime because you just
Oh,
go.
okay.
It's a standing bounty. You just go in and mow them down and then get paid for it.
I could do that. I can mow people down.
Do you guys want to
Yeah,
invest in a lawnmower by chance?
A lawnmower? Oh.
Yeah.
You know, I could. Yeah, I could just get a lawnmower, hold it upwards, and then just like put the blade just on top of the person. Let it go down.
I don't think you realize how well our
Hey, look, when you're broke, you gotta improvise.
Well,
you're
Step
broke,
one,
you don't
steal a
mess around.
lawnmower.
so how long till we do the politician?
Well, if you're all done fucking around here, we can just start doing time skips.
Okay.
I would like to go to protect the guy now.
If we meet the politician, I'm gonna cast Oath of Blood.
Why do I all of a sudden have a fucking I just have the Team Fortress 2 theme song in my head for, like, you know, meet the medic, da, 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 da. Meet the politician.
And now I have Rocket Jump Waltz in my head.
And basically, the Oath of Blood conditions for the politician is that he's gonna run this city the same without any few changes what he planned to do.
Mhm.
And then later on, when it's suitable, he could die. if he's not
After
killed.
his first term.
No,
just
he gets
dies.
2 terms.
Yeah, he gets to live for 2 terms. You're blessing him with it.
I mean, if he's already
Yeah,
killed,
but
he comes
5
back.
terms.
He comes back as an undead to
You
serve
get-
out those terms.
Yeah, he gets up to 5 terms though.
Oh, so as many terms as if he stays.
I mean, if you pay enough money, I think you can have unlimited terms.
No, they have a term limit.
Like we should have in our governments.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure only the
Next.
president has term limits. But anyway.
No, it
Minute.
depends on the state. States also have term limits on mayors and all that.
He comes back
Canada
as-
decided that mayors get no terms at all.
Uh-huh.
What, they serve for
He
life?
goes-
Or until they
If
decide
he's
they're not good?
killed, comes back as a zombie that doesn't rot. To finish out his terms, his max amount of terms.
Gets shot in the heart. Well, gets poisoned. Dies. Gets back up. Continues eating.
I mean, I think one good shot in the head will just destroy.
Cue the so anyway meme.
Yeah. So,
Oh no. So anyway.
any hosen.
Anywhosen.
Mhm.
If that's it for y'all's job down here in the black market, I want to roam around wildly. Maybe someone can go after Gone.
I'm gonna be right back. Pizza Man's at the door, so I gotta grab that.
I don't know why, but I thought you just rolled seduction again, sir. I'm like, why? Who?
I'm seducing the Pizza Man.
It's okay, you could give him your tip. If you're Jewish, you could give him multiple tips.
Oh no.
It is most often a pizza man, not a pizza woman.
Yeah. That's true.
So,
How else do you think he's gonna get that extra sausage on it?
And
I'm gonna give you a
okay
tip.
then.
The full tip.
Okay then. Thanks.
So.
Yes,
that's your
Fuse,
casting on
you
the
do find-
politician.
Fuse, you do indeed find a slightly expensive communicator that does go down, well, high enough to bring it down to your level so you can actually hear the fuckers.
Nice.
That communicator will run you about 350 credits.
So that goes the same for even if I decided to make it speech to text, huh?
It's called a tone shift communicator, and allows people with both very high and very low pitches to talk on normal wavelengths. So you'd give your little person that communicator, they talk into it, and then come out your communicator as normal talk. They also make very small communicators with very small buttons. You can just hand them that and they can text you. Although when I say small communicator, it's like the size of a pill. Oh, Fuse, while you were walking around, you do see a person who's trying to sell battle mechs. And various
He
parts
lets-
and weapons.
He informs the rest of the group over the comms. It's like, I'm not sure what to do with this.
I know what to do with this info. Sends a picture of a bunch of battle mechs lined up. Mech suits, battle suits. It was on the other side of the row of tanks and microfighters. Oh wait, microfighters are very small. Fits one person. It's about 5 foot wide by about 10 foot long. Often carry energy weapons. Fusion powered craft. Both atmospheric and space variants are available. Atmospheric.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Got myself some pizza from
Good to
Domino's.
hear. Fuse from McDonald's.
What?
You got pizza from McDonald's?
Domino's.
Anyway, Fuse has sent you a text message along with a picture asking what should he do about a shop that's is selling off mechs. Mechs, various power suits, exoskeletons, and various weapons for said items. That shop also sells the microfighters and the tanks and shit.
I mean, unless we want to buy some, it's not that big a deal. They probably are lower quality than mine. I'm gonna be honest. The mechs are probably mine. Could ask about them, but I don't want anything from there. I can't afford anything from there either.
Various weapons, upgrades, parts, other shit.
I have no money.
Broke ass bitch! It's raining outside.
I'll talk with them for a bit. Okay, so what's the cheapest one that he's looking at here? It's like, okay, so I got that info from the guy who's broke.
This man sells a variety of vehicles. He also has various regular cars. This man's just a vehicle salesman. Most of what he has is out of production or no longer street legal for whatever reason. That's why it's in the black market. The tanks and battle mechs and whatnot are very obvious while they're here at the black market. You know, most of those things aren't meant to be bought by random people.
Assuming he has a fly type mech, how much does that run for?
A flying mech? Flying mechs are very
Yeah, he's just curious about.
He says that one of his mechs has jump jets, but doesn't really fly?
Oh. Alright, so what's your cheapest mech then, before I look at the other items you got?
He squints, he's like, technically, that is, and he points to the exoskeleton suit.
What an armor class does that provide?
It is an exoskeleton that you fit around your form. It fits humans and humanoids. So if you're vaguely human-shaped, you can wear this.
Alright, above game, what's the armor class, or, I mean...
It'll cost you 5k. 5,000. It only gives you a +2 armor, but it gives you a +8 to strength. For lifting or carrying.
Hmm...
The man looks you over and sees that you're very mechanically inclined and says, This would make dealing with any sort of mechanical failure a thing of the past. Imagine lifting entire engine blocks out with one hand.
Indeed. Alright. Now that you have got me intrigued with that one in particular, let's move on to the vehicles. Right? I need something to move it around in.
I do indeed have trailer hitches and vehicle chassis builds to allow you to attach this to it and charge it. This thing runs on a battery. Battery charge will last it 24 hours, but it can charge into any standard outlet. Or you can attach it to most vehicles and charge it through that, vicariously. You're a very industrious and mechanically minded man. I'm sure you could figure it out. If you wished to, I don't know, jump it to a ship. Other vehicles or mech suits even. Like this one! And he taps on the mech suit immediately adjacent to him. Relatively small. It only adds about 5 inches to the height of the person wearing it. So this thing's only about 6 foot tall, even. This is a scout mech suit. This is what you're looking for if you're running into a battlefield. While it does not have high armor, it has nice slopes on it, increasing the chance of things ricocheting or bouncing off of you. The suit's very pointy, with various sloped faces.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty, what did you say was the price for the device for the Tiny to type on?
That one was 250 credits.
200 and alright, let me subtract that before I start losing track. 250.
The man also begins showing you various weapons that you can put on these. Various particle cannons, rail guns, energy weapons, plasma cannons, plasma casters, I should say.
May I head over to them in the vehicle store?
Yeah, that's kind of why Fuse mentioned this to everyone.
Yeah, I was getting pizza from the door, so I didn't hear any of it, and so I just came back and heard Fuse wants to know what you think about mech, and I was like, oh, I don't have any money.
Poor ass fuck. Yeah, this man is selling a variety of either outdated or highly illegal parts.
Oh.
Highly.
Well, civilians, no matter what they
He has
hail
convinced Fuse to consider the... Yeah, he has convinced Fuse to consider the 500 credit head suit, and
5,000.
he's now looking at the chassis that 5,000. There we go. And he's considering this chassis if he can hook it up to the buggy, because
definitely he shows a little carrying harness, which he says he'll include for free. I guess you for free. If you purchase a weapon to go along with that suit. Now, by weapon, I mean any sort of implement you can use with it. I do carry various you just see him moving his hands back and forth. Useful attachments. And as he's walking over to show you something else, Felix, you arrive. As you see him hit a button on a little carousel to make it, it's a vertical storage. It carousels around for a minute before it stops, and a large cutting saw. Charles.
I would like to give the I would like to give the owner of the store a wave inside of my command suit and see how he reacts to said suit.
Well, it's currently giving a pitch to Charles. Fuse. Fuse, can you hear me, Fuse?
He just said he's going AFK.
Okay. A separate individual that also runs the stand just appears beside you. Hello there, good sir. You look like you have a fine taste for.
Voice.
What?
What?
I don't know. Hello there, fine sir. I see you have a good taste for quality. You will find no better quality than here. At Cavius's Clones.
I haven't seen this many mechs in one place since back in the Brookie Hounds.
You probably could have if you went to any modern battlefield. Hold on, say something again. Okay, for a second I thought I was recording y'all's audio.
Oh. Yeah. Well, my
Most
old
modern
job-
battlefields have at least 1 to 2 exosuit squad member equipped with every unit, mainly to carry heavy ordnance of some fashion. Either anti-mech rockets, heavy lasers, plasma casters, rifles, scouting equipment, mortars, heavy mortars, the works, you name it. I imagine you did just the same thing. Also, mechs have historically been used for high-speed scouting, with tons of high-tech scouting, spotting, and tracking equipment, like this one over here.
Yeah,
And he shows you a very skeletal frame, which it's not really. It's more of a mech than it is a battlesuit. As it puts the person in a lying down position,
There we go.
about 6 feet off the ground. This thing is more of a chicken.
that is a. I've not seen a mech like that before.
Actually, think of an ostrich. It's like an ostrich. Really long legs, very small, long and narrow capsule. So the person can
Is it like
stand
the
in it
ostrich
lengthwise.
lady?
No. This thing is 10 feet tall. Standing.
Does he have any,
Very large.
in the future, I would like an
This-
exosuit.
This is equipped with a full host of sensor equipment, mapping, tracking, lasing, and painting equipment. You can use this for a plethora of tactical options. It also has a very high top speed, high maneuverability, and survivability. Inside each of its legs are 3 different supporting elements. So even if it takes a round that breaks one of them, it is still fully functional. Even down to just one supporting element, it is perfectly fine. It is over-engineered and built for toughness.
It sounds like a very useful scouting suit, but well,
It also
look at
comes
me.
with a light anti-personnel laser and smoke cloud, smoke dispensers, and even smoke rounds on a small
But,
30mm cannon.
38?
But I see you like to wade right into battle, don't you? Front lines, taking shots, protecting your team. That sound right? That sound right?
I'm an officer, and well, I see it as I should serve from the front, lead from the front. You know.
I
being a-
see. Being an officer and a man of your importance, the enemy would want to target you first. So you gotta make sure you can eat the rounds and keep on going. Am I right?
Yeah, there's why I have a hard light field attached to this thing.
I noticed as soon as you walked up, I could see that from a mile away. Your
It's
black
quite
Cerakote, the black Cerakote gave it away. The nice luminescent shine and faint glimmer around your suit tells me all that I need to know. Is there anything you'd be looking for today?
Well, I currently do not have money. I am in the middle of a job that will be paying well. So, I was just looking for things that might be used to upgrade my suit. As, well, you and me both know that this command platform of mine is a very high quality.
Yes, but limited. In ways
Yeah.
that I'm sure you've seen. If
Yeah,
I
it is,
may, could I scan you real quick?
Absolutely, go ahead.
As soon as you said absolutely, there was already a scanner in his hand, and he was already going over you. Yes, old model. Often given out to corporate mercenaries. Yes, there's thousands of these out there. You are not unique. Although I will say your fusion
Damn.
core and hard light shield are definitely one of a kind. At least on this chassis.
Damn, the guy's just like trashing you.
Well, he's saying that the suit itself is not unique, but what's on it is. Yes, these suits were mainly used in breach and clear operations. Or line battles. There's trillions of these. Replacement parts will be easy to find. If you ever need them. I actually have a few of these in stock, if you wish to take a look.
And new models? I assume. I mean, this is quite old. To be completely honest, I was stuck in space for a few years.
Most of the cutting-edge models are beyond our reach. But, based on your model, we do have one that is 2 years newer.
Is it more efficient in power?
It is! It has twice the service length as your model.
Wonderful.
As you approach it, you can easily tell why it has twice the service length. You see the 4 hydrogen tanks outside of it as well. So there's 4 inside and there's 4 outside as well.
Oh, so like surface length. You don't mean efficient, you mean it's a better fuel carrier.
While it does carry more fuel, it is also a slightly more efficient engine. Its cold idle has been increased by 2.3%.
So that is actually quite good, given the size of it.
It is.
Yeah, then.
Such small scale technology is hard to make. And finding good quality ones that won't, I don't know, spontaneously detonate when struck with a blunt hammer is hard to find.
Yeah.
That either won't detonate or just break.
And how much?
This one also
would it
has
run-
a faster. This one also has a faster cold start time from hibernation than previous models.
That one is quite handy.
You could save up to 20 minutes. And it also requires a lower jump to start. So another similar unit that's already running can jumpstart another, instead of the old 2-to-1 model.
And if I may ask, how much would it run me for this suit if I traded in the one I'm currently wearing and get all the mods transferred over to the new one?
Well, the mods on your suit are where the value lies. The suit itself, not so much. Although, it is an expensive piece of tech that's still working, surprisingly. Tell me, do your knees squeak?
I would like to crouch.
I'll take that as a yes. I assume you have well over 100,000 miles on that suit.
Fell over, yeah.
You look at
I've used it.
the odometer on the bottom right of your view. 250,000.
About doubles that. A bit more.
Surprised it hasn't fallen apart.
I take good care of it.
I'm surprised it hasn't fallen apart.
The man
All the
speaks of
loved
wisdom.
ones are gone. I'm here, Grandpa. All the loved ones I love are gone.
Well, for one model, so taking the mods out of the equation, how much would this count towards the next model?
You just see a calculator appear in his hand, and he begins tapping violently. He begins tapping so hard that one of the buttons actually flies off the calculator. He's like, "Oh my!"
You must be a very good mechanic. You have fast hands.
Yes, indeed. You see him pull out a brand new button of the exact same one and puts it back on the calculator. That model will cost. This suit that you're currently wearing, without all of its modifications, would have run about 200,153 credits. That's without your modifications. The next generation starts at 400,000.
It's about half. Yeah.
With the significant mileage on your suit, that significantly reduces its market value. Although, it would definitely get some sort of mark for reliability, being alive for so long.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's got a lot of custom bits. The hounds like to keep their officers alive.
I imagine so. You definitely do have an increased armor package. And he points to the obvious rivet bolts that are holding this extra armor on your chest.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, out of character reference, any way I can help and try to get this thing to be worth more?
No.
It
Yeah,
won't
I've
work
had-
because the man who's selling
Okay.
this to him is an android.
So also
That's
consider
why they sound the same. They even look the same.
consider a car.
I like how Fuse is too busy taken by the suit, so notice that he was speaking with an android.
Well, it's a lifelike android. The only way you could tell is when you look into their eyes and see that they gently glow luminescent blue.
Yeah,
Get
he
it,
hasn't
Victor.
looked
Couldn't
yet,
you, like-
so
Couldn't you move the odometer's numbers?
No, you can't. That's hard coded into the suit so it can keep its ship.
Dang.
If you replace the computer, you can make it believe it's new. But any seasoned mechanic can tell its age. Fuse, the man that you're talking to, is trying to sell you a high-powered cutting saw to use with your exosuit. But if you buy that, he'll
and
give you the
that's gonna
charging.
cost.
Well, this
He
is
does want
this
that
is, this is a
charging port,
massive
but at the same
2-foot cutting saw meant for cutting open tanks, ships.
In other words, he
Heavy
definitely needs
vehicles.
to buy the suit in order to use that thing.
This is a big and heavy object. It runs on biofuel or hydrogen. It can use either. And yes, the saw itself weighs over, I think it's 250 pounds.
Yeah, in other words, it's approaching ton, but not there yet.
You need to wear that suit to use it, or you need 3 people to use it. 3 normal people.
We could probably I think we could get John and
Or 2 strong people.
yeah, John
Hey,
and
I'm strong.
Or 1 really strong people.
Yes,
like Schwal.
John and you.
If Schwal was here, he could probably rule that by himself. But he's also 7'3" and has a strength of, I think, 30 something.
The
Different
man
times.
Schmoll himself.
Schwal.
I could
The boom just gives him divine.
Yes, if the god of gains comes down from on high, he can lift that for you.
lift it in my mech suit.
That's the point. Yeah, while the salesman is trying to tell him all the good things about the saw, it's like, I'm still not hearing a price, sir.
It only costs 1,750 credits and 99 cents. Sorry,
setting
sorry.
his credit counter again.
Yeah. But yeah, the long and short of it, Felix, is that your suit and all of its mods would equal half the cost of the next suit without anything.
Yeah, I'm not buying the next suit. My suit is armor plating. It's reliable.
Well, the next suit does have one higher armor than base, which would be one lower than what you currently have. It'll have one... Okay, so comparing it to your current armor, it'll have a better fuel efficiency. It'll start up faster after you put it in hibernation. It just holds more fuel, so you don't need to worry about refueling at any point. It has reinforced rear armor, so even if someone does shoot those hydrogen tanks, it won't hurt you.
Yeah, but having exposed hydrogen tanks is not the best idea.
Well, it uses those first. It's more of reserve fuel. Like, most tanks from World War II had external fuel tanks and internal fuel tanks. They would just use the external ones first.
Yeah.
It's basically that.
I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I don't have nearly enough to buy it.
It also comes with a small bi-weave shield generator.
Alright, how many cents did that honest salesman put on there?
He put a bunch of 9s in, and then 99 cents, which after tax brings it up by 1. So it's just up to the nearest credit.
In other words, it says 1,800.
Yep. Even if you could afford the next suit, well, even if you did want to trade up, you're still half the price away, which is a lot.
200,000.
Yeah, but that's for a small mech suit like the one you have. If you upgrade to a larger one, they're actually cheaper.
Yeah, because the tech is easier to make.
Yes, because
And
it's
maintain.
bigger. Don't have to
Yeah.
squeeze as much into a smaller space. You're paying for compact, is what that suit is for. Its price tag comes from its size, because it's able to go to places that big mechs can't. It is a big mech in a small package. Similarly
Just wondering-
priced big mech could do a lot more.
It would
Just
take
as
more
better.
fuel.
Yes, they often have a much larger fuel tank, and they don't use little fuel tanks like the one you have. They just have their own fuel tank that you like fill up. You'd pull up to the pump and you'd just put the pipe in. Let's go!
Yeah, I think I'm more than likely to keep my current fuel tank, though. Not fuel tank, current mech.
Mech. He does have upgrades for it.
I can't afford those either.
Plasma caster, railguns, point defense, increased
Where, bro?
shield generator, secondary shield generator. Actually, would you like a shield a shield battery bank? I noticed your mech has extra room for that.
I would like a shield.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but he just looks up and down. You don't look like you have a fusion power core to power such an item.
Yeah.
And he immediately turns on his
Hughes asks
heel.
the salesman that's talking to him, okay, do you think you can throw in a special pistol for the suit?
You drive a hard bargain, but if you buy that today, sign these paperwork, I will definitely include a firearm to go with that exosuit for you.
All right, he agrees. Puts out his hand to shake.
You shake hands with him. Great to hear. This will be the gun of your choice. And he motions his hand over to what is effectively a Desert Eagle, chambered in 10 gauge.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's like a slightly smaller.
Boy.
It's a slightly smaller version of my pistol.
Is it basically
Hmm.
10 gauge slugs or
Hit I'm pretty sure his pistol fires 4 gauge, if I remember correctly.
I'm fires 12 gauge.
Oh, 12? No, his is bigger. His gun
What
fires
about
bigger
tactical
rounds.
cloaking?
Oh, really?
Yeah. The
Kaboom!
smaller the number, the bigger the barrel is. For
You gotta go
shotguns.
look around in that store, what they have.
They do have various vehicles. Stuff that's more reasonably priced. Bikes, motorcycles, ATVs, hoverboards.
I have a whole HEB in there?
What?
No, making a shitty joke.
What about... Do they have anything for that could be add-on to environmental suits?
For your little skin tight ones, they do not have anything, but the androids can indeed recommend you to another store for that.
Okay.
They give you rapid fire instructions on where to walk. But it's a small tech store that actually sells things for various skin tight suits. They mainly service assassins and thieves who also wear skin tight suits, but they also service environmental suits as well.
Well, we're assassinating anyway, so...
Things that they include are armor packages, stealth capabilities, stuff like that.
I would prefer stealth.
Just
Full
buy a
stealth
Chinese
is-
stealth suit.
Full stealth is very expensive.
Just hearing about the prices for now.
A full stealth suit, if you want to add it onto your current suit, will be about 70,000.
And what does the stealth suit do? Like, what type of stealthing is it?
Camo. It is active camouflage. Like from the game.
Yeah, okay.
Complete optical invisibility.
You're gonna be a magical Spartan 3.
Well. Hitting me, it's already like if you're hitting a brick wall.
More like she'll be a ghost from StarCraft. Magical ghost, go! Whom.
In a Vindicare assassin?
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, this is where we are going to end the session.
Alright.
Plan.
It's like, well, everyone's gotten the info that they wanted. Charles has finished buying his new suit, which is packed up and thrown. It is put into a nice big box and thrown onto the flatbed and said, "Have fun."
You carry this out now. Your problem.
Yeah. Also, other types of stealth is like half stealth or quarter stealth. So it'll optically camo parts of your body. You know, just your front half or just your upper half. If you plan on, you know, hiding behind a wall.
Yeah, I think that when we actually get money, I'll come back to see if they'll do upgrades and then compare those upgrades to what Goen is going to build for me.
Yeah.
Well, whatever Gon makes may or may not be better than something factory produced. He doesn't build guns. He builds the bullets for the guns. If he builds a gun that doesn't explode in your face, you should consider it a miracle. And be looking for what else is fucked up instead of that. Boom. Okay, it rolled my face, but what's wrong with it?
And all I have is this stinky hand cannon.
Hey, those work.
Anyway,
Correct.
if everyone's
Correct,
done in the
it's a
black
Beretta.
market, if everybody's done in the black market, we shall end session with everyone. I'll just say leaving the elephant zone, the zone of the elephants,
Yes.
and we'll have you all at a diner, enjoying dinner because you've been down there for about an hour now. The sun's beginning to set.
Over
big
fine
hungry.
dining now.
No, you go to like one of those silver tube diners.
Hey, that's fine dining for poor people.
Indeed it is. Actually, it is a falafel house. Have fun.
That's still fine
Falafel
dining.
house.
Still fine
Yes,
dining for poor
it is
people.
a 24-hour breakfast place.
Still good food.
Yeah. Good price, good food, good androids that man it.
In here, I thought they wanted to take over.
Damn.
No.
Sid.
Yeah. They're gonna take over the economy first.
Yeah, they're robots, so they're smarter than us. They wouldn't make an open military confrontation. They'd just slowly take over the government until they live forever.
They'll just wait us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first group actually killed a robot that was trying to take the mayoral seat of a city for robot rights.
They were desperate for money.
It was just for the
Green?
money. That's what it always was for.
Are any of the politicians we're assassinating right now androids?
One guy's transhumanist, so he has mechanical implants, and the other one is
I
gene
mean, who
modified.
doesn't have mechanical
Gene
implants?
modified. This man is 3/4 rhino, so he's a walking, talking rhino. So him taking a bullet to the shoulder isn't all that bad for him.
Fair enough.
So draining his life force is gonna be better.
He might have a lot to drain.
It's okay. Okay. There's
From
a
what I
lot
can
of
tell,
time
though,
to check.
they have deflector shields, which are bad.
The Rhino Man does. You
I'd be
that is
safe to assume.
confirmed. That is confirmed that that one does. The other guy, you don't know.
It's safe to assume that he has at least somewhat the same protection.
What do deflector shields do?
Deflect, I suppose.
I
They
think
reduce the damage a bullet does to you.
What's the only thing that can go through them?
Is the disruptor
Would it be
bullets.
AP rounds?
No, they're called disruptor bullets. They have
What about magic?
they have electrical charges built into the tip. So when they hit a shield, they can partially fry it, reducing its effectiveness.
Wish I knew this. I would have bought some. But I'm pretty sure they're expensive.
Yes, they are.
again,
What about
2
magic?
words: C4 zombies.
Magic. The
I'm
only
pretty
counter
sure
to magic is
deflector
other
shield
magic.
would need some of that.
What's that?
The only counter to magic is other magic. So some police forces and governments have started to employ wizards to counter magical terrorism.
Okay.
Magical
This is-
terrorism.
Zombie, yeah, but C4 zombies are
Our best bet, really.
they're not fully magical. They're my best idea.
I'm thinking of shadows because
My
shadows
best
aren't fully
idea-
magical, but they can literally hide in a person's shadow and stab them to death.
I think that employing every method we have to do it is the best way. So shadows, C4
Now,
zombie.
you guys have seen the budget that these cops have.
Yeah, but I mean, how the fuck are they gonna stop someone that they don't even know is carrying explosives because they don't have any outward stuff?
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Even then, a random zombie exploding will cause enough panic.
Well, this place
We can
isn't
get
too
something
high
done.
tech. They do have their items.
How much?
the
How
people-
much would a How much would a Destructor 357 Magnum round cost?
I don't know.
So with the so we could get the elephants to help dealing with the Progressive Party, and then we could pin that on the Conservative Party.
Mhm.
Yeah. See,
I thought we were
We
killing
just use-
both to get both payments.
we just use jungle tactics. It solves everything. The tactics of my people are.
Anyway,
fine,
you guys can
fine.
discuss this at length in the text, but I will be ending the stream here. Any
Alright.
questions, comments, or
Very well.
concerns about today's session?
No.
Nope.
I thought we were killing both, to be honest.
I
Yeah,
thought we were killing everybody.
We're killing both of them, and we're protecting
Felix,
the
any
group.
questions, comments, or concerns? I didn't hear anything from you.
Oh, sorry. My only comment is thank you for allowing me to make strategies on assassinating politicians.
This is a sandbox. You do whatever the fuck you want. I don't want to hear any bitching when they counter it.
Probably bitch if they counter it in a stupid way.
Because if anyone on this planet would have the resources to have anything relatively high tech, it would be the government officials.
Yeah, that's
You know,
why I'm saying
The
we
ones with the money to drop shit. Which is why one of them has
suppose-
a deflector shield.
I suppose every government can be paid off.
True.
That's why I'm saying that.
Those
I
that can't be
truly
are
think right
usually
now-
killed off.
What I think is that we should probably have a discussion where the GM isn't around so he can't counteract it.
I will not actively counter your strategies. The cops have their set what they're going to do, and have ways of dealing with certain shit.
Yeah. That's
Common
why I'm
knowledge,
saying we need to
some
have-
governments do have specialized wizards for certain things, but they're few and far between, so they wouldn't be everywhere.
Yeah,
If they are somewhere,
nothing
though,
says that.
you better watch out.
My point is though that we need all these separate avenues of attack.
To make sure the job gets done.
It's hard to defend against everything.
Yeah. You can only handle so many things before you're overwhelmed. So that's why I came up with the original 3-prong of electronic, C4, then sniper shots. But then if we add
Yeah.
in the shadows and shades to simultaneously mob him, then that works
It's
as well.
pure chaos. There's too many variables to account for them to be able to fend off against.
And it's too many variables for us to control, but thankfully we don't need to.
The government official doesn't want to go down by himself. He activates his briefcase nuke.
There are a number of them that we do have some control over, such as the shot, the zombies, and the shadow things. But yeah, there are uncontrollable features in there as well. Or
Other
unpredictable.
people who also might be trying to claim this assassination.
That is true.
Because these assassinations are not exclusive. There could be multiple assassins trying to get this. And nothing in the Thieves Guild code says you can't attack other Thieves Guild members if they're trying to take your job.
That is valid.
So assassins killing other assassins is definitely a commonplace thing.
Well, if there is other assassins killing
Unless they
each
do
other.
that, the thing that those people in China did, where the assassin hires an assassin, who hires an assassin, who hires an assassin, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Also,
Alright, well, I gotta go.
but things that are mutually exclusive are bodyguards and mercenary work. So if those other two politicians already hired on mercenaries, like the green one has just done to you guys, you wouldn't know about it.
That's fair.
They could have high-tech motherfuckers strolling around.
That is valid.
Because it's the black market, there's no record of this shit.
AFK.
Hey, my half joke for concern is our new Bengal tiger might wander off. It's like, oh, I think I missed that one. Do you think you got him?
I'm gonna
Where are you?
have my one. I'm gonna have my one skeleton actually stay with the politician.
I think a big thing is
We need to brief Gon and Jonathan on the plan.
Yeah.
Gon, yes. Jonathan, meh.
Yes, comments was, this is a good session. Glad they can last this long.
I was gonna end it earlier,
Right,
but
Chris.
you guys were in a stride of buying shit. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll keep going until they're done.
Thank you.
Ending
My question
buying.
now, for everyone here that's still here, we have agreed that our necromancer and our professional assassin are going after the conservative, right?
Yes, and the progressive.
Okay then.
The only politician being spared is the Green Party.
Mainly because
Yeah,
he's
but
being
I'm
paid
saying
to
in case we
watch.
wanted to try and get them at the same time, we could split it that they go after the conservative.
Now,
and
I will
Gon and
remind
the
you,
rest.
I will remind you, since I'm still recording before we leave, you have a full month to off
Alright.
them. The requirement for the
Yeah, we don't-
assassination is before the election. So, up until the day of voting.
Alright, with that
So
I
if
think
you
we
want,
can close
if you
out.
wish to spend days or even weeks just attending rallies just to watch, go right ahead.
Well, that would actually be good for us to watch because then if we see a familiar face constantly.
Or
We should
other
watch-
assassins trying to go for them, you can gauge the response.
Yeah, we can watch for one or two. I'd say watch one or two, but as it gets closer to the election, security will ramp up as well.
Yeah, but we also need to make sure our guy doesn't die within that time period, though.
Yeah. People are going to be vying for the Green Party, just not as many because it's 500 creds to deal with them.
People that
True.
would be going for them would be those that are broke or low skill, or both. So people with knives, handguns, or various small rifles. Would try
People
to
that
shoot
I
them out
could
in the crowd.
easily, yeah, people that I could easily deal with.
Not your average assassin.
Mm-hmm.
If it is
Yeah,
any
I-
highbrow assassin, they're just passing it like, you know what, $500 sounds great. Boom! Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
The likelihood of a high-level assassin coming to fuck with them, slim. Unless they're just bored.
So that's Deadpool levels of crazy, basically.
Yeah.
Even then,
Anyway,
they'd be better off. just
Everyone
assassin-
has... I'm gonna try to end this recording as soon as possible. Since that is everyone's questions, comments, concerns, nothing else, right?
Nope.
Nothing.
Okay. I'd like to thank everyone for attending.
Yeah, make sure to show this to the commander, so he knows who's
I
the
would like to
better
thank everyone for attending, and for those that showed up. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Those that have been watching, thank you for being here. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Good morning, good evening, and good night. I've been DeBoom. I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.